We need posters on the wall. You know what we need? A Doomsday Doom
we
backdrop.
Yeah.
The whole wall. Why not? 1 2 1 2. Check it out.
Oh, the headphone splitter.
Do we need? Oh, we need fucking. Oh, I didn't bring my headphones. Shit.
Seriously?
I didn't.
I'll give them to you.
That's the one thing that I.
Oh, wait.
No, we don't.
USB.
But how? We just need to know how we sound. Do we need to hear ourselves? Really?
Yeah, you drift off mic. So do I.
I don't know.
If I'm standing, I don't think I will.
Fuck! How did I miss the headphones? Shit. I didn't even think about headphones. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh my god.
Where is it, dude? That's another thing that I unplugged.
There it is. Yeah.
No, this isn't a headphone splitter.
No. I think we used the headphone splitter for something else. Because look, here's this. This is plugged into my iPad.
Where are the phones? I can't read that.
Okay, phones are here. There's one phone jack that goes for both, and then there's a splitter. No, dude, you could do this. This is not a splitter, but...
Wait, let me just hear. I don't hear shit. Okay, now... Oh, shit.
1 2. Oh, my God.
That's fucking loud. I'm cutting on that thing.
You want me to cut down?
That's...
1 2.
Okay.
1 2.
This is about the distance I'll talk. All right.
Who's
Here,
that?
now here you take it.
See, Mark, what's up, bro?
Is he there?
I gotta wear these. These are very brown.
If you put that on...
Hello.
How does it sound?
1 2.
Am I right?
Sounds pretty warm.
I'm warm?
Warm. Fair to Midland.
Fair to Midland?
Midland?
All right, wait.
I'm also going to turn this, and it's not going to do the camera, because we kind of need to turn...
All we have is this Gretzky poster.
It looks like we're in a small nightclub that we're just...
I know, is this 6 feet? Wait.
It's a very cheesy band is what we look like. Hi, I'm Art Simon, and this is my friend Paul Garfunkel. We're Simon and Garfunkel.
I just want to check.
What the fuck?
I want to make sure it's 6 feet.
That's a cross check, actually. I'm pretty sure that's 2 minutes in the box. I don't really know a lot about hockey, so that's a very bad hockey joke. Poorly constructed.
Oh, the drinks.
I got a drink.
A mine drink.
I think the problem with... Oh.
That was the wrong.
Hi, BB-8 My Lunch. Are you trolling my chat
Is that
room?
BB-8 My Lunch?
Yes, he's my favorite little ball. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's nice.
Ooh.
All right.
1 2.
Are you ready?
It's really hot here. Hold on. Let's get the recorder set here.
Why is it? What do you mean? The recorder's hot.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. That's actually the main mix out. Where's the recorder? Recorder is on main mix out. So
our screen is also not centered.
I'm gonna bring the control room up and the main mix out down.
This should
No
one day we ever
one
want.
really loves you like your mom.
Ow.
That is not a word. BB-8 My Lunch. Just
What?
looks like he just typed a
He's
bunch
typing in
of
junk.
mostly consonants, and we know that unless you are in a Slavic country, we don't speak in consonants here. This is America. We use goddamn vowels.
Just get him out of the chat room.
You want me to kick him out of the chat room? The adults are talking, Nicholas. Oops, sorry.
Okay. All right.
Ah.
Oh,
Okay.
you heard that?
Oh yeah, I heard it.
Well, I'm sorry.
What, did you disconnect it?
No.
How we doing, Mark?
Is everyone enjoying the show?
So Nick is gonna play a few pieces that he wrote himself.
No,
first, and then we're gonna go into a 72-minute jam.
I'm gonna do
which is gonna sound like just a.
I'm gonna try my stand-up act.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how about that? COVID,
How about that weather?
How about the COVID, huh?
Okay.
I had a friend who caught the Cavovo.
I just realized I'm back here. You're up there.
I don't know.
All right. I just feel better. I feel like I have more. I feel like I could be addressing the camera. I have more
energy standing up. I think I sit in the car too much,
Okay.
and this feels good. And I could see
I'm gonna move over more.
I can see my stuff, and I'm also more conscious of the microphone.
I feel like
You see how you have to lean in like that? See,
yeah, but
that's what fucks me up.
but it makes me feel like I'm shorter than you in this picture, and I don't know that I'm shorter than you.
You're not.
I'm not, but I feel small.
Well, we this is we got to fix this for the next show.
We're gonna do that with all our spare time.
Yeah, we need something here,
All right, I'm gonna do.
and it needs to be centered. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be fixed. But listen, we haven't been together in how long?
Well, we've hung out not for the show a lot.
Right, no, but I mean for the show. Oh,
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
knock that mixer over. Be careful.
No, I'm wedged over here.
You are pretty wedged. You look very uncomfortable.
No, I'm good. I'm okay.
That's why maybe we get you a mic stand. We both stand up.
I have a stand. I didn't know what you were getting at, so it's my bad.
I guess this is not great for taking notes.
Nicholas, can you stay in our room for a little bit longer so that maybe we can be a producer or something on Switch,
Oh,
Twitch?
yeah, the 3 viewer thing.
3 viewers, yeah, for 8 hours. I'm gonna do an 8-hour marathon show. Your father's gonna sleep for 2.5 of them.
Yeah, we're gonna do this. This is gonna be about 20 minutes.
Then I'm gonna put his hand in warm water.
Well, listen,
I don't have Twitch on this thing, which is kind of stupid.
I can't read what Mark's saying. That's a problem for where I am. But how are you
Mostly-
doing,
Mark's
Mark?
not-
Are you like COVID wise? Where I forget where Mark is.
He's in Indiana.
What's
right-
going on in Indiana? Is that one of those places we're not supposed to go, or that not allowed back here, or is it just a regular place?
Oh,
Chris,
wait,
so I'm asking you. I'm talking to you in case you're wondering.
I don't know.
You don't know,
I don't think it's at the heart of America. It's the heartland. It's Indiana. It's South Bend.
right?
It's Notre Dame. It's
Is it one of the 37 or the 38?
I don't know. I'm not keeping track because it
I'm
changes. so
worried
much. I
about
know
Mark. I want to make sure Mark's okay.
Mark's fine. I think Mark works in a well. I don't want to say what Mark
Yeah,
does.
but we
though.
would- yeah,
he's
we
like
would say what he
confided in
does.
me. I feel like.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure, and everybody else that's going through whatever the hell they're going through, who knows? Maybe they'll stumble upon this great hot mess. And
Your son says we're number 1 in RPGs right now.
we're number 1 in RPGs.
Woo!
Did we even fix the stream information?
I don't think we have. It's the same one. I'm trying to get to it so I can see what it looks like and hear.
You know why? You know why? Because people think that we're gonna play music or something. Because they see the Vox and they see me standing here, and everybody's doing it.
You're
now.
right. You're right. So we're gonna do Tequila
should
by
be
Dan
more
and
this
Shay.
way.
I don't know if you guys have
But now
heard
I'm breaking the 6.
Mark's not answering.
Foot rule.
Who is he? Mark? Hold
6
on.
foot
Who is
rule.
that? Is that?
Don't stream at the same time on your phone.
No, we're not. Actually, we're not.
I think my wife is streaming Netflix, and my son is
I'm-
streaming something else.
But I'm on cellular though. So.
Oh, you're on
I don't even-
cellular?
You didn't even give me access to your network
Oh,
because you're like paranoid.
sorry.
Something.
Okay. Should I be looking at you or the screen or the camera? Look over there and see. How's this look?
Awkward. Okay. Looks awkward.
All right.
It's not your fault. You look like you're doing the State of the Union over there. I don't know what to do. And I'm just sitting here like I feel like I'm like Scott Shannon over here on 103.6 on your radio dial. And Mark just wants to hear the goddamn story, and I just want to tell the fucking story. No, he's not. He's not saying anything because he's so disappointed at this point in us.
I don't blame
I want to fly that drone right into the camera.
Who's that? Who's tweeting? Who's
That's
texting?
just
over there?
BB ate my lunch saying Lucas. So I don't know. I'm gonna
Seriously, kick him out.
I can't. I don't know if I can. I don't have the mod. You have to have like the mod. I need my laptop. I should bring my laptop. I
Yeah,
need my headphones.
you really screwed up. You brought no headphones,
I didn't know.
no laptop, no nothing, and you're making fun of me for standing here. I got my dice.
Yes.
Haven't had dice in a long time. Let me do some ASMR while you. What are you
Okay.
doing over there?
I'm trying to get the chat back up so I can kick him out, but I don't think I can.
Wait,
So-
is this ASMR?
No, I thought ASMR was like.
You're not hearing anything. I'm supposed to whisper.
Okay. Oh, you know what I've been doing? Because I've been doing a lot of testing with China in the wee hours of the night. And I've been putting these cooking things on, and I think they're Chinese. And they're AMSR because
ASMR.
asymmetrical multimedia replay. Is that what it stands for?
No.
Okay, I don't even know what it stands for. But you could hear the guy cutting the chocolate, like,
Oh yeah.
And it's not super. It's not super loud, right? But that's
ASMR.
It's
It's like
AMRS,
relaxing.
AMSMR,
It's like, you hearing that? That's ASMR.
Oh wait, so your son is one of our 2 viewers, so I can't kick him out. He's right. I'm gonna log in from my phone so we have 3 viewers, so we can try to beat the system.
Oh, don't worry about the system. Let me just pick some dice.
Fuck the system. Shock to the system. Where is my Twitch? I'm just gonna go here. No one really loves you like your mom, even when she smacks you in the bum. All right. Oh, here we are. Look at. Oh my God. It says Game World actual role playing session, a D20 RPG tabletop RPGs, which is like plural. You were just you were like creating like metadata tags.
You know what that's called? That's keyword stuffing.
That's what?
That's keyword stuffing.
Oh, I knew this girl in high school. She used to let us take her behind the barn, and she.
That's not my.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah, no, and
Okay. So,
that's why kick him out of the room
I
if
gotta
you're going to
kick
be
him out.
talking.
I didn't say I was gonna.
It's keyword stuffing.
I was gonna stop. Okay.
I was stuffing keywords.
But you said QS stuffing.
Keyword.
Oh, I heard
Keyword stuffing.
QS. Did I tell you I took a lozenge before I came over here? Or maybe.
You have a cold?
Yeah. My throat was a little scratchy.
Okay. All right. So
Oh wait. So Mark is excited that we're both back in the bunker.
we're back in the bunker at the same time.
Yeah, but we are.
I did the hockey stick. We're 6 feet apart, and we're facing the same direction. We're not directing our spit to each other.
Mark, it's going to take a lot of tweaking, Mark.
We'll be fine.
Because I'm.
I might look retarded standing here, but I feel better.
What you learned is I'm actually 3 foot tall, and Nick is 8'2",
Exactly.
which is fine. So I don't.
So, again, hopefully everyone's doing all right. Just want to throw that out there. Chentan,
Slump.
you want to
Uh,
recap? Because I don't know what the hell. I think I left. I think I walked out of a cave. Also, before we
Okay.
get too,
Yep.
before we get too into this, I think I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna stop doing the voice.
No, wait, now you're stopping the voice?
Yeah, because I think that it's ruining it. I think that
You think you're so?
I think me doing the voices, yes, is ruining it. I think I'm not
ruining what though?
everything. I think that I need to own up to the fact that I'm not going to be a good actor.
Okay.
So I'm just going to try and like take the story as it goes and not try and I think I'm trying too hard is what I'm saying. I think I'm going to be a little bit more myself.
Okay.
And then you tell me if again, I've never really sat in on an actual role playing game.
Okay.
I've never seen one being played. I mean, I've seen maybe 1 or 2 podcasts. I've seen a couple on Twitch. And I see how they run those, but I'm not sure that that's a typical
But do they do
role-playing scenario.
Do they do voices in those?
Some of them they do, yes, and some of them there's acting, and there's some of them they're turning them into almost like these like a drama series.
Yep.
And I don't know if that's what role playing is. I thought it was maybe more of like a fun game type thing. And so I'm gonna try more a little bit the fun game type thing, and not belittling our pretty good story that we had so far. Also, one other thing I want to say is, if I knew you were going to make me play out my backstory, I wouldn't have made that my fucking backstory, because I had to, cry over my. I had to do a lot of serious
you're killing
acting, which I couldn't really do.
But you're killing yourself for no reason. Dude.
Right, that's what I said.
You're beating yourself up.
That's my problem. I feel like I'm beating myself up, and so I feel like I'd be better. I feel more comfortable standing.
Okay.
Just be myself.
Okay.
And just play the game
That's
itself as a game, without, like I said, I'm not belittling it. I know it's a good story, but it's a game, right?
So it is a game, and it's supposed to be fun, and you should have fun.
Right. That's the thing. Is
And
that I actively almost wasn't having fun.
Don't try to do a voice if you can't do like play to your strengths, whatever.
I'm just gonna be me,
and we
as I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna be me as Meecho.
So. And I'm gonna
if Meecho was me, or if I was Meecho.
I liked it better when it was almost like we were just playing ourselves in the game, because I thought that was more fun.
Okay, well, that's what I feel. I feel like I was trying too hard and being phony, and it was coming off as such.
So this is a safe place, and
Thank you.
do
I
what
feel
you're
better.
comfortable. This is a creative place, and do what you're
Well,
comfortable
it's
with.
creative. I don't know.
No, it is creative. You have the capability of creating a character and making a story happen, right?
Well, I don't know. I just want to play a game.
Well, we're playing a game.
We're gonna play it.
Okay.
I think what I'm saying is that was a pretty deep backstory. Not deep, literarily.
But just deep, emotionally deep.
Yes, like there was a lot of
Okay.
trauma and emotional distress in the backstory. I mean,
Yeah, I didn't help.
No,
I didn't help
no,
with that either. Yeah,
no,
because I kind of
no.
drove into it.
Yeah,
I
you
got
just
this-
feel. And then I'm holding my dying uncle and my burning village, and then I find out that my mother's been taken somewhere, and I thought it was just going to be all right. This is my backstory. Let's start playing, and then I was going to be like this like really down, dreary, dopey, like this guy who like cynical guy who like really hates everybody and hates life, and I thought that would just be interesting, just playing there.
Yep.
But I didn't know I was going to have to
live
all that out to bring the character to that point, and that's what I wasn't prepared for. And now I think that now I could be that cynical guy that I was thinking of being.
And that was my point before we brought anybody else in, that I think we needed to be done with a lot of that backstory.
Yeah, and I was able to. I took that as a cue that I suck at acting too. I understood what you meant, and you said, you know, you're like, all right, look, we got to get through this. I don't know how many times you said that, and I was like, yeah, you're right, we do have to get through this. I'm sucking it up.
Because then we built the world, and then you can kind of play in the world. But some of this is world building. Even for me, like I don't know what the frick this place.
Yeah, well,
is.
I would have felt a lot better if the world building was done and we just started with the world building done.
So here's the problem. With some games, the world is built already. With this game, the DM has to flesh out the world. There's no like...
you fleshed it out.
I know, but like, and New York City is this, and New Jersey is... Like, there's no Gamma World book that just tells you that.
No, I'm not talking about that part.
Okay.
I'm talking about the character.
Oh,
I wanted the character to just be ploop. Does that make sense?
So here's what I'll tell you. So I'm talking to Mark about his potential character. His backstory.
Right, you're not going to drag Mark through that mess, are you?
No, because
it's tough.
Because Mark wrote me like 4 paragraphs that detailed his backstory in pretty good detail.
Right, well, that's what I did to you.
Yes.
And then you made me act it all out.
Well, because I don't know we didn't know where do I start with that, right? Where do I start with it?
Right.
Because you don't know enough of the world to go, and you're an adventurer. And like, okay, well...
Well, that's on top of it, yeah, I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Exactly. So for you, I don't think we would... So here's the thing, Nick. If your character died tonight...
Possible. I died twice already.
Just don't use a yellow dice. But if your character died tonight...
Yes.
You would create another character, but you...
Is that how it works?
Yeah, you just can't create another character. We'd use the same world, which you... kind of know, right? You know about the Citadel, you know about Brookdale. You could create a character and go based off of what you know. But
how about this?
You created one without knowing anything.
Exactly. That's the other thing. I could. Are there players who act? I'm not saying I'm doing this. I'm not saying I'm doing this.
Go.
I'm sorry. Am I ruining this for? I'm ruining this for everybody. I'm like one of those people who's like who takes something fun and analyzes it until it's not fun.
But what you're doing, there are people who enjoy you doing this.
Are there?
Over analyzing like things,
well,
but okay.
Okay, no, but I forgot what I was gonna say now.
You're very cerebral. But also absent-minded.
Oh. I mean, I lost the cable. I put it down for 2 minutes and it's gone.
But you knew.
And I take fish oil. Doesn't do anything.
You knew what you needed. You just lost it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Other players who do this, where they'll be playing a game and go, you know what? I'm tired of this character. I'm just gonna do something crazy till it dies, so I could create a new one. I mean, unless you get invested. Obviously, if I got vested, I'm a level 30 something. I'm not going to kill my guy off. But I'm saying, like, anyone start off and go, you know what, screw this guy. I'm done with him.
That's your baby. So I could never think of.
No one does that.
I've never reached that point. I mean, other than you're frustrated because you created this character and somehow you're unhappy with him.
I'm not unhappy with him.
Okay.
No. I still like my character. He's still not where I want him to be.
Mm-hmm. But you just you're like.
He's not where I envisioned he'd be.
5th level. So.
Yeah, so he's starting out, so I'm on my way to that part.
Higher.
But like I said, I just thought I would be starting Like I said, ploop. Like just be like, I'll be that guy who went through that. Has that behind him
I think
and
if we
explains
started
how he
you,
acts.
If we started you at
But
like
I wouldn't have
10th
known what I was
level-
doing. I wouldn't have known. Not
And
10th level. No, I mean, just start me at level 3, but just
there's
with that
no-
behind me.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying you did anything wrong.
Oh, no.
I'm saying that was hard. I'm saying I'm as glad that that's behind me
Okay,
as
good.
you are that you no longer have to listen to me try and plow through it.
I think you did. I think you did fine.
Thank you.
And so,
You're just being kind.
so here's some stuff from Mark.
Go ahead.
Some people do voices and some don't. It's all what you make it. Voices weren't really a thing when we game back in the day, and it's true.
Okay.
It's really more about
It feels forced, Mark. To be honest, it feels forced, but not for the DM.
well, no, because
For the DM needs to
I
be-
have
do
to
it.
do it,
Yeah,
yes.
because you're playing. There's like 8
yeah.
characters.
So don't be pressured by that.
Well, that's what I was like. Oh shit, he's doing voice. Like I didn't know that was gonna happen. Next thing I know, you're doing Tony Soprano. You're doing Italians and Russians and bears and I'm like, what the what you know? And then
But that's always been my thing, and it's also why. Remember when you said everybody thinks that, Chris? I heard you're this amazing DM. Well, people liked it because I played the.
is that humble bragging?
It's not humble bragging.
No, it was straight bragging.
I quoted. I put air quotes up like your wife does.
No, that was yes. Now you talk wives. You could bring wives into this.
Not you.
Go ahead.
But anyways, but no,
No, you're a very good GM.
No,
I think. I mean, you're my first GM. but-
Of my friends, like I had a bunch of friends that DM for a long time, and then I tried, and people liked it because I brought what I'm good at, right? And doing voices, making noises, telling stories, whatever. They liked the package, and so that's what they thought made me because eventually I stopped where I couldn't not.
They like the
DM.
package.
They liked my package, yeah.
Okay. I just
You
want to
know,
make sure I
it's
heard you
actually-
correctly.
It's actually a problem for me, guys.
Just want to make sure I heard you correctly.
But anyway, so
ahead.
so he said that. So Mark said that. That was a while back before your son was just
I'm-
spamming pizza in the room. And then he said, and he goes, yeah. And I was talking about the thing that you're doing that people like. To you, Mark goes, yeah. Is it Bartaz or Bartez? Okay. So we really in the Twitter feed, what we need to do is the Nick quote of the show because people love that. What was it? What Mark? What did he say about Gloom's armpits? Don't you have poison armpits?
Oh, don't think of poison armpits.
So
How did he run out of poison? That made no sense. He
squoze it all.
He was doing this.
Look.
You even doing it now? We have video. We have proof. You were doing this, and I'm like, oh, he just rubs his fingers together and he has poison. That's freaking awesome.
Well,
and then all of a sudden, in the middle of a huge fight, it's like, I'm out of poison. How are you out of poison?
Well, he squoze. Hey, you got to get the poison out. Once you get the poison out, there's no more poison.
Anyway, go ahead.
Anyway.
So now I'm. You want to recap, or at this
I'm
point,
gonna recap.
at this point, it's my backstory is over, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So now I mean, there's a remnant of that. There's somebody that's left behind that I thought I killed, but he's still around.
Yep.
But go ahead. You go, and I'll
So
I'll try and be quiet.
you're fine, dude. And also, just so you know, Mark also said he thinks that lower level is a lot more fun at times. Lower level play than higher level play.
Oh, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, because the stakes just get bigger and bigger till you're in this giant apocalyptic conflict of, giant robots and nuclear bombs and
That sounds like
aliens,
fun.
Necromancers and liches and Tiamat, the 8-headed chromatic dragon, and
All right. Well, then that sounds like fun.
it can be fun, yes. But he's saying, piecing it together at a lower level when your character is struggling to get to figure things out is more interesting to
It's
listen
new and exciting.
It is, and I also
Shoot,
think
sorry.
that, remember what we talked about a while back, that this idea that you've never played before, and so there are people that have played for a while that are enjoying. Joe's here.
No way.
Joe's here.
And he's wondering why I'm standing
Means
up.
he's done with his campaign for tonight.
That's how late we started.
it is how late.
We didn't even start.
Well, it took us.
This is gonna be a
long-
quick show, Joe. Sorry.
We took this.
I'm
long
sweating
just for
from-
all
from-
of this prep you're seeing in front of you. The Gretzky poster.
Oh, the Gretzky poster was
the
there.
amp,
before.
and Nick is going to do 3 minutes of very.
Listen, Joe's Canadian. He knows all about Gretzky.
Yep, and he's going to do 3 minutes of some very blue stand-up.
He
comedy.
belongs right where he is. He's the only one on the wall, Joe.
We're in
The greatest athlete to
Joe's
ever
in
live.
full lockdown right now. Hence why my game. Oh, your game got canceled. The government doesn't want us playing Gamma World. That's because they don't want you to prepare for the future, Joe. The Gamma World. Is
So you're really guys are in lockdown?
well, he's way over like west in like near Montreal. Way west.
Wait,
like almost
Montreal
by
is in
Vancouver.
west.
It's,
Montreal
it's,
is near, like.
it's a joke because I.
Oh well, you
Joe
said that
called
originally.
me. I was an idiot because I said I thought you were further west, and it's like close to New York.
I don't know why I'm thinking Halifax or something.
Halifax, isn't that Nova Scotia?
Yeah.
Scotia?
Yeah.
Why did I say it like
Isn't that where Joe's from? Isn't he from
No.
Nova Scotia?
No,
Halifax?
he's from. He told me the neighborhood he's from.
Yeah. Well, we don't need to know.
We
his
googled
neighborhood.
Joe's
Don't give away his
house.
address.
Joe's got a really nice backyard.
Is it as nice as
2 hours west of Montreal.
Oh, okay. So he is west.
No, Quebec, Quebec.
Okay.
Anything, just so you know, anything 10 miles west of New York is the west coast to us, Joe. We're just ignorant Americans, swine. But anyways, and I'm trying to sound worldly because I said Montreal.
Joe, I'm standing. I'm standing. I don't know why.
You know, the other day I'm talking to my mother on the phone. She's just, I just want you to do something. I want you to cup the microphone and go, so I'm riding into the city on the train, and because it reeks with COVID, there's nobody else on the train. And I cough for 2 seconds, and I shame myself for coughing into a mask. Is it too soon? Joe's laughing. Anyways,
All right.
so speaking of which, actually, for a second, did you watch Saturday Night Live last weekend and watch the Bill Burr stand-up?
Yes. Yes, I did.
What did you think of that, dude?
I was surprised.
That was.
I always liked Bill Burr, but he was surprising me. He has guts.
I mean, that was.
His guts. He's a gutsy guy. He always was a gutsy guy, and that's what comedy should be. Comedy should be. A good comedian is standing up there saying something you want to say but are afraid to say.
And dude, he has a lot to lose. Like he's got a Disney, like he's got a character.
Oh yeah, he's got F is for Family or something.
Yep.
Is his
He's
show
got,
on Netflix.
Like, a lot to lose, actually. Yeah, like it. And I was sitting there going, oh, I was like, oh, he said a couple jokes, and I was like, it was funny, but I'm like, man, you
can easily get in trouble.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. But anyway, so
I still don't know where to look. I'll look over here.
I don't know where to look because I'm not even in the shot. I'm like hanging off cam.
So just
I'm gonna come over more.
All right. We'll get this straight. Sorry, guys.
I feel like
let's get into the show. We're really full of ourselves right now.
Sorry, no. I think
we're being really pretentious assholes.
He was on The Mandalorian. I think his character could come back. I think so too, Mario. That's what I'm saying. I think Disney would really.
I thought he died in that scene.
Well, so I don't think he did. They left him on the thing.
Don't go into season 2 because I'm not there yet.
Well, season 2 is not out yet.
Okay, good.
It's the 30th.
That's why I didn't.
So I won't.
Well, don't go to the end. I didn't finish season 1 though, so don't even go that far.
You know,
I can't get my kids to watch it.
I can't even talk to you about Rocky 3.
No, I saw Rocky 3.
Okay.
You can't talk to me about Creed 2.
Creed 2, yeah.
I saw Creed 1, just not Creed 2.
Yeah, I have to I can't have any 10 years. I can't even talk to. Can I talk about?
I didn't see Creed 2, but I have a feeling he beats the Russian.
Yeah.
Am I right? I think that I'm just guessing. Is that how that movie ends?
I mean, it would be really Actually, he's.
Or does he get killed like his father did? That would be a movie.
You know what? I'm going to spoil it for you. So Creed is running through the streets of Philadelphia training.
No freaking way.
A Hollywood Creed. He's running. He's doing the Rocky thing. You know, they're literally.
He jumps up and down on top of the steps and everything.
Crazy hip hop version of Rocky, the Rocky theme. He runs to the top of the steps. And a fucking comet falls out of the sky and crushes him on the steps of Philadelphia, and he dies.
That's a movie.
Now,
because that's more like life.
Now, what's
that's 100% more like life.
Yeah, no, totally. He gets killed. And
no, you put your
shoes with fire coming out.
You put your lifeblood into something, and you just put your heart and your soul and everything you fucking got and everything you fucking know, and you get there, and then something just. And a fucking rock falls out of the sky.
Because
that's what. There was a story about an Olympian, wasn't that? Oh, geez. That like broke something, like just spent her whole life just chasing something, and was like at the pinnacle, and she made it, and she was going, and then I don't know, something happened, and no, you're not going.
Yeah. I mean, and
that's life.
No, it is, and you know what? That Olympian story is the exact opposite of Meecho's story. Because Olympian had this amazing life that ended tragically. Meecho has this tragic life.
But how do we know it's gonna? You're giving it away?
I'm not really giving it away. Well, there's nothing to give
away.
Nothing to
give away.
Yet to be determined, yeah.
Exactly. All right, so let's see how it goes.
All right. So I think
Joe, if you didn't hear, you weren't here. I'm not doing the voice.
He's done with the voice, Joe.
I can't do the voice. I'm just gonna play the game. Go ahead.
And Joe says that in the end, everything ends like this, that China wins always, which is true.
It does. They do.
There's no toys.
There's too freaking many of them.
There's no toys in the toy department because we don't talk to China.
We love our Chinese listeners.
I know. Well, yeah, well, except for you guys are cool.
How many Chinese listeners in the chat room? Raise your hand in the chat room if you're Chinese.
If you're Chinese, can you throw chopsticks up in the chat room, please? Okay. Is that racial list?
What?
You're my racial.
Oh, is that what stereotype? Because they eat with they eat with chopsticks.
Okay. No, that's why I thought it was safe. It was like a safe place to say chopsticks.
If
I said put dog, throw dog icons up in the chat if you are Chinese, then that's racist, right? That's stereotyping.
Dogs?
Yeah, because they eat dogs, is what people say.
Well, now that's racist.
But it's also true.
No, it's not. Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. They eat
but you know what I mean. It's true, but it's
everything.
not true. That's one of those things that's just you can't just say.
Okay. What were they eating to cause the Wuhan? It was like they were eating like a
bat.
Like a bat. Yeah.
It was a bat.
Because you should just just don't eat bats.
I would try a bat.
No.
I would try a
You're the person. You're that.
You wouldn't try a bat?
No. Not now.
What's the difference between trying a bat and eating a kangaroo
No,
or
a kangaroo's different though.
Squirrel?
Would you eat a wallaby?
Yes. What's a wallaby?
It's kind of like a koala, but slower.
I don't know.
I
draw the line of bugs.
But it's not a bug though. It's a furry creature though.
I wouldn't eat a dog or a cat.
I wouldn't eat a dog. I think I may have maybe inadvertently eaten dog.
Yeah, I mean,
who knows what? You could be eating. Who knows what you're eating when you go out?
Yes, true.
But they eat everything in China. That's
Anyway,
a fact.
what? Yes. What's going on, Meecho?
Okay, gotcha. So meanwhile, back on the.
What?
So Joe, we can't stereotype orcs. Did you see that? Can we just talk about that for 2 seconds? We can't stereotype orcs. What are you doing? What is? Oh, sorry. He's trying to social distance still.
No, you're gonna knock the mixer over.
They went back in the D&D books. Did you read that article?
Time out. I'm not wearing headphones, so if I sound too low or too high, let me know.
Actually sound great. So I posted on Twitter that I was reading something because was it Wizards? I forget who it was. I can't remember anything now. They went back and took away the negative drawbacks from being certain races. So like trolls don't have. Yeah.
I'm not even a D&D player. That sounds dumb as can be.
It's completely stupid, dude. It's like we can't even.
So everyone's level. So what's the point of picking a race?
Everybody's not level, but they changed some of the drawbacks. I don't even know this.
Oh, if they changed them, I mean that's all right. No.
But it was more about not
There's no such thing as orcs, guys.
They're evil creatures in fantasy world.
How you can't be racist against orcs,
dude?
It's not possible.
The joke we made is you can't even stereotype fictitious fantasy characters anymore. You can't profile fictitious fantasy characters. You can't say all trolls are ugly, Nick, because beauty's in the eye of the beholder, man. All right, so I'm going to start the recap because you just want to get started.
How many chins do I have?
You have more chins than a Chinese phone book.
Go ahead.
I just see you standing there, and I keep thinking it's like stand up. It's really simple.
I have. Do I not have more energy?
No, you do. You
okay.
You do. I just wonder how.
I just know I can't.
Tired.
I sit in my car all day, and then I come back down here, and I'm sitting there, and I got a book and a pencil. It felt like work. I want to sit here and play a game with you and have a drink.
Okay.
Well, not sit here, stand here.
Okay.
All right. If it doesn't work, I'll sit down.
No, I like your energy. I like the fact that you're thinking about it. I enjoy every single part. I love it all.
Okay,
love
it. All right. Our screen is crooked in the stream.
We need a bigger screen though.
And we have to fix.
We need
we have
giant.
to put Gretzky in the middle.
I want to put Warren Sapp next to him though.
No,
I feel like I need to offset him because Gretzky's way too white. I feel like we need to diversify that wall.
No,
a little bit.
no. There's no diversifying that wall.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. So previously on Gamma World. Meecho continued his captivity in the bowels of the city of Skelt under the careful observation and influence of the Baron of Skelt himself. He continued to grow closer and closer to Hafnar and Glazer, who became his kind of buddies there in the prison full of...
Glazer. Oh, yeah.
Glazer? Or I don't know whether it was Glazer.
Glazer or Glazer.
Glazer, one of the two.
He's dead, right?
You killed them both.
I killed them both.
Yeah, the Baron tricked you. He was a crafty...
Why not?
He tricked you.
Why not? I mean, Meecho's life is going, brilliantly till then.
Yep. But and then you were dumped in the courtyard. Well, actually, before that, you made.
I kissed a girl.
Well, you kissed a girl a couple times. You broke out of the room in an effort to try to find the girl. I don't know if you remember that.
Yes.
You rushed the door.
Well, I wasn't trying to find her for. But I was trying to find her to help me get out.
Get out, yeah. So you ran to her.
The other stuff I was kind of hoping for, secondary.
Like a handy or something.
Something, at least.
So, you raced out there and you hoped that she would help you escape. And she, under some kind of influence, took you out and drug you back in the room, which really pissed you off.
Oh yes,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, she did do that,
You-
and
she
I
kinda
still
gave you
there's
like
still no explanation for that.
Empathic, like nut punch. That took you down.
I still don't know why she
Oh.
did that, because then she did it about face later.
Yep. So and then later on, unexpectedly, after you had killed your two closest allies in the prison.
Yeah, we had
city of
plans to
Salem.
break out together.
You had a future together.
We
the
had
three of you.
yeah.
You were gonna start.
We were
like
gonna
a
go out for pizza.
wandering minstrel band
And
or something.
yep,
you were at your lowest when the door was thrown open and a mysterious cloaked figure led you out and down a corridor, incapacitated everyone inexplicably, took you to a
Wait a minute.
back door and let you out.
she let me out. She was
She was the mysterious cloaked figure.
okay.
Because
Yeah.
I listened to it in the driveway before I came in. The end of it.
Yeah.
So remember.
Okay. No, but you were confusing me just now because I thought there was somebody else. No,
Okay.
that was okay. She let me out.
She let you out, yes. And you asked her to come with you. You felt that she had this other purpose here, just beyond you. Don't be so full of yourself, brah. And
Well, yeah, I don't know. I thought she was going to be a party member.
she gave you your vibro blade back, your weapons belt back, and you had a box and a satchel, and
Yeah, it was like
pushed you out into this sandstorm with this cloaked figure and a mount.
it was like that. It was like the Zelda moment.
Yes, you
It's,
found
take this.
the
And
Triforce.
she gave me the sword, and I was like, oh, yeah. So I was like, okay, I guess it's starting now. And then she didn't.
Sorry, keep going.
No, I'm just,
I was doing it in the. I was like, I was supposed to
You
be in the
must-
background. I'm sorry.
oh, I'm
You
sorry.
were Link, and I was doing the. Sorry, Zelda.
No, well, my monologue was too short for that.
Yep, she was. So according to your monologue was too short.
I mean, I wasn't expecting a thematic backing.
You guys are straight enough, so don't fuss. That's Mark. She was the one who let you out. There is a person robed with a mount ready to lead you into
That's
the
right.
Wasteland.
That's right.
Mark's got it.
Mark should do the freaking.
I really think he should record it, and he was just start with previously on Gamma World.
Yes.
And then just do it, Mark. Because
Well, we don't give. Well, now we're giving.
Because I feel like
homework.
if I write it, I will write something really dumb or something.
Yeah.
It'll be too.
Probably.
I'll be bragging or something.
All right. Well. All right. So I wanted. I'm walking up to this cloaked.
So that you hear the door close behind you. The wind.
That's right. She
the wind
closes
is
behind.
whipping.
We steal this last look
Yeah.
with each other.
As the door closes and the
And she
light
closes.
as the seam of the door closes tightly, you can see.
And
the
I
light
watch
disappear.
my virginity just seal shut
Yes.
and meld itself,
Your
weld
underwear-
itself. I'm like, there it is.
Yep.
It's permanent now.
Your
And
underwear
it's in the.
attached itself to your body.
That's
like,
it.
to-
Yeah.
forever.
I'm like, there it goes.
And
So I turn around,
okay.
and now I got this horse and guy in front of me. How far away is he? Is he like right there, or she? What can I tell?
It is about maybe 13 to 15 feet away from you.
I'm gonna walk towards it.
So you're standing in the sand, and it's this incredibly dark crimson red sand that's just whipping around you, like very furiously, very kinetic feeling of the sand smashing against your skin and whipping your face. And the being stands in front of you. And like I said, he's larger than you.
He's larger than me?
Maybe 2 to 3 feet bigger than you, and maybe about 2 to 3 feet wider than you, and holding a huge staff with some kind of crystal object on the end of it. And the staff it's got to be at least 10 feet because it's actually taller than him as he stands there with it on the ground. And
He's not mounted on the horse.
he's not mounted. He's holding the reins of the horse. And as you get closer to the horse, you see that it's not like a typical plains type horse that you, Nick, would perceive a horse to be. It's more like lizard-like with a short, stubby tail. It's hairless with leathery skin, thick, stocky legs that start big or start small and get bigger at the foot.
This is starting to not sound like a horse at all.
But it's built like a horse in that way, but it has feet that are wider at the base and more lizard-like with claws and fingers, and a mane that's more like a lizard's ridge, and eyes that have a membrane over them. Almost
So it's a horse-sized lizard.
Kind of, yes. I would think that would be the way I would describe it, yes.
Okay. Cool. You got the tongue and everything?
Yeah, it whips nervously as violet lightning streaks through the sky behind you guys.
Nice.
And it flicks its long forked tongue.
Is heavy metal playing?
Yes.
God.
This is where we need the soundtrack.
So I'm just going to I'm gonna stroll up all cool like, and I'm just gonna like just go up to this
You're gonna stroll
dude.
up cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like stand there and just like have this moment where I'm not gonna this person. What are they doing here, right? I mean, I got let out, and this person is conveniently here.
Is conveniently there, yes.
Why are we shaking your head?
Because I just turned the recorder on.
We weren't recording this whole fucking time.
But you know what? It'll sound good, and I'll strip it off of the stream. It'll be fine.
So what will sound good?
The audio from the Twitch.
Oh, and you're gonna add it to that?
That'll be a backup just in case.
Jesus. Okay.
But it's a good thing we haven't really legitimately
We haven't really started.
Yeah. We missed all
Yeah,
that.
I mean, all that was nonsense.
all the gold that we did.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think I still missed that stuff. But.
All right, so I'm looking at the thing, this whole 6 feet that we're trying to keep, which is barely 6 feet, and really, it's like the show is my Vox amp.
Well, why are we? Is the 6 feet relevant? Because like if we're in a confined area for 15 minutes without a mask, we pretty much they're saying if we either one of us got it, the other one's got it.
Are we violating some health laws here? Is that what you're saying?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the health inspector could come and shut us down. I mean, they have evidence too. Clearly, we're breaking. We're
because you're going off the screen.
Well, yeah, because I keep trying to get away from you. Joe says, "Screw that noise."
I'm assuming, she lets me out, right? And it's not a coincidence that this dude is here. What?
I'm not supposed to be rubbing my eyes.
You're not supposed to be touching your face, no.
I know.
It's not a coincidence that this guy's standing here.
Clearly not, and he
And
seems like he's waiting for you.
Yeah, he's waiting for me. So I'm not gonna be like, oh, who are you? I'm just gonna walk up to him and just wait for him to say something, because it's like, all right, what are you doing here? So I just stroll up and look at him.
Okay.
It.
So you walk up to it, and you can't see much of it. It's completely swathed in clothing and goggles over its eyes. It's just a mass of cloth, but he drops a pair of goggles and your poncho. It looks like your hooded poncho in front of you.
My freaking poncho?
Yes.
How'd you get my poncho? Dude, how'd you get my poncho? I asked him how he gets my poncho. Or that was me saying that.
You couldn't hear him even if he spoke because of the sound of the wind whipping. He just kind of motions at it in front of you.
All right, so I pick it up. And is it cold? Should I put it on? Is it cold?
Well, I mean, it would protect you from some of the whipping.
All right, so I throw it on, and I put the boggles on my goggles.
The boggles on your goggles.
I'll put my goggles on my head.
Yep.
And I'll put them over my eyes
now,
too.
These aren't the night vision ones. These are your.
No, these are the regular ones.
Polarized.
This is for bass fishing.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So I'm gonna put those on.
Yep.
And so now I'm standing there with my goggles and my poncho.
Yep.
He doesn't tell me how he.
He doesn't say anything because
so
it's not easy to communicate with the storm raging around you. So he trudges over, he grabs the crate and your satchel, and he throws it over the back of the horse, and he ties it onto the back of the horse.
All right, I'm just along for the ride with this dude.
Okay.
I'm just along for the ride. I'm going to. He didn't answer me before, right? Can't hear me?
No, I can't hear you.
Okay. So it's just whistling that loudly.
Yeah, you're in a sandstorm essentially.
I'm in a sandstorm.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna shut up.
Yeah, but your hair is whipping. Your long hair is whipping around. Around.
Okay.
It was like a white snake. It was like a white snake video.
Am I still 224 pounds?
Yeah, you're still.
I got the muscle back
because
I know it was emaciated.
Well, you were
in
eating
there.
so much of that green meat, which surprisingly though it was maybe moldy, but it had a good protein content. So you were able to maintain.
Okay.
No atrophy occurred during your stay in Skeld.
Okay.
Which
We have
probably,
beers and no bottle opener.
I have keys. We can do it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. No, I don't mean to interrupt you.
So your whole stay in Skelt, I want to say was maybe a couple of weeks, maybe.
Couple of
Yeah.
weeks. Okay. Okay. So
I think at least a week.
not enough to lose all my maths.
No.
Okay. Wait. This is gonna be loud again. Well, not this part. This thing here.
By the time I get to Phoenix,
Go ahead. You can keep going. I can hear you, even though I have the mic down here. I hear.
it sounds better in my.
I hear with my ears, not the mic.
Here's my headphone. Here's my headphones. These are your headphones, and here's my bottle opener. What are you doing?
These things are annoying. Go ahead.
Anyways, so that's
Sorry. What's the matter? What do you, oh, you're reading. That's nice.
it says just play. It's too late. You're both dead. I think
We're dead?
Our,
Who's this?
Joe says our energy levels. I think we got to take it up a little notch.
No, I think we got to get into the game.
Yeah, okay.
That's
So
what he's saying.
we're
He
in the
doesn't.
game.
They're not enjoying this.
I was okay. I was.
No,
But
I'm
I
just
have a
saying
weird
this.
sense of humor, so whatever. All right, so you know he offers to you see him motion almost like to put you up on the mount. I'm not gonna call it a horse.
Oh, he's motioning for me to get on.
Yeah.
All right, so I get on.
Okay, so he helps you, gives you a lift on your foot and puts you on the back of the mount,
Right.
and takes the reins and starts to lead the mount and you and your equipment through the desert, through this stinging crimson sandstorm. And like I said, off in the distance you can see just a spider web of violet lightning across the sky, and every now and then it hits the ground. You can feel it shake to your bones. At times in the storm you can't see 3 feet in front of you.
Yeah, this is my first time being outside in Skelt.
Yeah, and in anything like this, really. I mean,
So, yeah, so I didn't know what it was like. So apparently, it's just like it's dune-like. It's a massive desert with storms and sandstorm, and
yep.
is what I'm picturing. All right.
All
Is
right.
it hot?
It's not hot now because it's nighttime and
Is it
tends to be-
freezing then,
It's
or is
very
it-
cold, and the wind makes it even colder in the desert. Like I said, and that makes it necessary to cover yourself for other reasons. But
Okay.
so you go through the desert, and it seems like the storm will never stop. And at one point, it just finally does, and you're kind of exhausted. And
So we're moving on the horse, or we're just
Yep,
sitting on
he's
the horse?
pulling you
He's
through.
pulling.
He's leading.
He's
the horse.
walking.
Walking, yes, just trudging along very steadily.
Well, how come he's not riding the
But
horse?
well, there's only one. I don't know.
Well, why did I get on then? We could walk, right?
You could, yeah.
He's bigger than me.
He's bigger than you, yes.
Okay, I'll take the free ride. Okay.
And you kind of doze off on the mount for a little bit sitting up. But the storm, like I said, goes on like almost like at one point you're like, this is never going to stop. And then you open your eyes and the sun is starting to rise. You're still moving along and the storm has completely died down to nothing. And you're just kind of left with this view of this deep crimson sea of sand stretching out in every single direction. And the sun cresting the horizon. And it's that desert sunrise where you see it rise from the instant that it crosses the horizon. But the color is unbelievable. And it's
nice looking.
it's beautiful to look at. Almost
It's
like the
great.
dawn of
So
a new day.
The dawn
Of a new day.
of a new day.
Yes.
Is that the name of the podcast?
No.
Okay.
I have ideas for that. We'll talk about
Podcast
that
title. Dawn of a new
for
day.
this character arc, I would think. But I think
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm riding on this horse. The storm stopped. Dawn of a new. I have this beautiful sunrise coming up. Now that the sun's coming up, could I see this dude any better now that the wind's going down?
Yeah, you can see him. His part of his he's pretty well covered. He has gloves and everything, but the gloves are kind of tattered and torn. And between them, you can see a grayish-looking flesh of a very meaty, large hand, or at the wrist, some gray flesh. Not your typical peach or brown. It's not that kind of pigment, and it looks very leathery.
All right, hey, dude. I can say dude, right?
Yeah, you could say dude.
I can say dude.
And he
Where are we?
stops.
Where are we going?
And he shakes his head for a minute, and there's just sand in every crevice of all this material that he has over his head, and pulls the hood back and pulls this huge pair of goggles up, and you can see a face and a large nose that goes underneath the cloth, and he pulls it down, and there's a 4-foot trunk on the front of his face.
Get out. Maybe
And-
she's like an elephant.
And
Like an anteater?
and he's got big ears, and he looks very much like someone who's halfway between an elephant and a man.
Okay, the elephant. I'm out in the desert. I'm out in the dune desert with the elephant man.
With the elephant man. yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, my friends. You know what? I think that's how I'm going to make him sound. Hello.
Oh Jesus.
My name is...
Oh Jesus.
My name's Batu.
I'm sorry, everybody. My fault.
You called him the elephant
I
man.
did
I
call
never
him the
really
elephant
put
man.
that together, so now...
Well, you said he's half elephant, half man. Looking.
Oh, let me try to work on the voice, because I want it to be a little more...
No, definitely.
Oh, my friend. Hello, my friend.
Oh, okay.
My name is Batu.
Bartu.
Batu.
Bartu.
No, Batu.
Batu. How do you spell it?
B
B. Yes.
A
A.
T
T.
U
U.
with like a little apostrophe over the back end of it.
Which way is the apostrophe go? Is it
The
accent a U
It
or
goes
grave?
It's like a north to south apostrophe, not a south to north apostrophe. East to west,
Yes, the north. How can you
like
tell?
like this. So B A T U and like this apostrophe this way.
That
Well,
way.
wait a minute, an apostrophe only goes one way. What the fuck are you talking about?
This way is grave. That way is a U or something like that.
Atu,
trying to remember French.
Batao. My name.
You
Oh, my friend.
okay? So Batu.
Yes, my friend.
What were you? Who are you? Why did you pick me up? What did you know? What was the girl's name?
Alia.
Elia. Do you know Elia? Did she tell you to meet you there? Like, how is it that I come out and you there, and now we're going someplace?
I'm a great wanderer of the desert, my friend.
Okay.
I know Alia. She's brought many lost souls to my attention.
Okay.
I'm sorry if the accent is sliding. I'm workshopping, guys.
No, I mean,
Trying to
it's-
workshop
This is
the
it's
accent.
very. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
My friend.
No, you're on. You're on.
Okay.
But
Yes.
Okay. So there's been others like me. Is that what you mean?
Yes. I travel the ways.
I'm feeling special.
And I. so were the other ones? Were they?
Did they make out with her too?
Were they cuter than me? Were they bigger than me?
No. So
You're getting
you're
jealous.
taking me with you're taking so she brings people out and you pick them up and you take them where? We're going.
I take them if they're worthy. I take them to a safe place.
Oh. And you do this because
Because once upon a time, not too long ago, someone did this for me.
I see.
I thought a voice would be. I don't know how English I want to go with it.
It's
I feel.
you sound like a dying Englishman. But it's fine. I mean, it fits with this trunk because it seems like he would have trouble. It'd be a
I
little.
wanted it to be like.
Yeah.
But I can't go. I
Or-
can't go up here.
Is it hard to breathe with a trunk, or is it easier? I feel like this is harder to get all the air through, like breathing through a straw. Like,
But it's also like a prehensile thing, so you would think it would like move around, and the voice would.
would be
change.
like
Yeah,
that.
like yeah.
It's very elephant-like.
I want it to be a bit more.
Okay.
But no, maybe not. So
Just make sure you're close enough to the mic. It's going to be hard to hear.
I want it to be a bit more like right here.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
maybe here we're gonna go with it. So yes, it's what I do.
Okay. Well, thank you. Are there other camps nearby where you pick me up?
You mean cities like Skelt?
Yes.
There's no place like Skelt out here, mate.
But no, I'm saying I was held in like a dungeon.
Yes.
Okay. Were there other dungeons?
In Scout?
Like where I was let out of, but this is the only place that's in that
I
area.
mean, I don't know. I've never been.
Like the Baron.
Yes, he's not a nice guy.
No,
He's
and
very nasty.
that's an understatement. But he has that complex is his only complex.
Yes, he rules the city of Scout.
That whole
Does it-
place was a city.
Yes,
Oh,
you were in the bowels of the city of Scout.
I had no
I've
idea.
also gone to the bazaar many times and liberated slaves from using finances instead of other things. I just try to free people because someone a long time ago freed me.
That's very nice, Batu. I tried that too once before. It didn't go so well, but
If Aelia freed you, you are worthy. There are no secrets with her.
well, I'm wondering if you perhaps were picked up somebody else recently. Any other people recently?
No, I've been in the desert for quite some time. And, to survive, people can be animals and untrustworthy. Sometimes they're more dangerous than the creatures out here. So, I really am quite careful who I choose to take to safe places.
That seems smart enough. Right, I trust you. Let's go wherever you're planning on taking me.
Very well. What is your name, my friend?
My name is Meecho.
Meecho.
I'm from Timberland.
Very nice.
Have you ever heard of Timberland?
Tell me a story about Timberland while I lead you on this mount, on this steed.
Well,
This lizard fucker.
who?
The lizard, whatever this lizard fucking. No, I'm kidding. He's not really saying
Lizard fucking. I thought you said blizzard. I was
Blizzard.
like, it's like it's snowing now.
Do you want to go to Dairy Queen?
No.
We should go to Dairy Queen.
There's no one not
I
far
know,
from
it's just
here.
down the. I know. Anyways, it's delicious. And
Delicious.
there's no COVID over there.
That's what they say.
They say there's 0% COVID at Dairy Queen.
Okay, so Timberland, I unfortunately don't remember all that much. I haven't been there since I'm 9 years old.
Yes.
I was taken from there.
And he's leading the steed, and you're kind of talking to each other over the shoulder while you're riding, and he's walking. Kind of, you're having this conversation, and he turns and he's talking to you.
All right. So then I tell him this. I tell him the story. I got taken. I almost die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I meet the girl.
I die again.
Yeah.
Then I try and save my mother, and I have her, and we're going back, and we're free, and I accomplished what I set out to do, and then everything blew up. And that was my second almost time dying. And Alia kind of nursed me back to health. So Timberland really is no more. And
what sort of place was Timberland?
it was a lumber town in the woods.
Lumber, what?
We chopped down trees. And
Trees. You chopped down trees.
Yes, and we planted trees. And I don't want you thinking we were carbon neutral.
Okay.
Yes.
You keep a very low carbon footprint.
Yes, at all times.
It's very important.
We didn't even burn any fuel.
I can't stress.
We
how
used
important it is.
axes.
Let's go. Yes.
We used axes that had axe handles made from the trees that we cut down, which,
Oh.
if you think about it, it's pretty sadistic.
That's very, very thought-provoking,
Yes,
ironic, and
because-
evil
yes,
of you.
Yes.
Yes, all at the
We
same
were
time.
chopping them down with
Mhm.
pieces of themselves.
Yes. Yes.
But we would sell the wood, and it was a quiet town.
Yes.
But yeah, that bastard came in and wrecked the place. And
Who's the bastard?
Husk.
Husk.
Are you familiar with the Citadel?
No.
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 How far are we from the Citadel that you don't never heard of it?
I don't know.
How about
I've never
Glendale?
seen. No.
Wow. Where are we?
We're in the wastes. There are several small residences and towns that spring up around areas where there's water and food. They kind of stitch the entire desert together because you could walk for days in either direction and never see anything but sand and rock.
I had a friend, the one I was telling you about in the story, Gloom. I'm wondering if he's okay. Hopefully he is somewhere.
Friends are important.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Timberland sounds quite nice. I'm very sorry that you went through that.
Thank you, Matsu.
You're quite welcome. We're going to stop shortly for tea.
Tea.
Yes.
Okay.
And he turns again, kind of quietly, and leads you along. And you, like I said, you look and the heat is starting to build of the day as the sun is rising higher and higher. And like I said, it's a sea of sand, this red sand in every direction that you can look. And after a while, the sun starts getting towards the highest part of the day, and he stops and goes into the pack on the back of the mount, starts to pull some things out, and more or less pulls out like a tarp and some poles and erects some shade for you guys. And pulls some other things off the pack and starts to set up a small campfire and pull out some supplies and things. And you're nestled in this area where the dunes are kind of around you and you're kind of obstructed, and he's using the backside of it to kind of prop up this tarp that he threw over, like this makeshift tent. And
How far are we from civilization?
perhaps a day and a half will be where I'm taking you. It's a very, very kind person in a very, very safe place. And you won't have to worry anymore, my friend. And he walks over and clasps a pretty good sized hand. Like I said, it's about 3 or 4 times the size of your hand on your shoulder, and just you can feel just the weight of him and the hardness of his skin.
Okay. I just nod and plop down and look around.
I mean, and you don't see much of anything. I mean, you haven't seen anything alive. You haven't seen any kind of tree, even like a dead tree. It's just like sand and sand and sand and more sand. I mean, and the heat is really starting to mount, and it's kind of like a juxtaposition to what the evening temperatures were like. I mean, easily maybe down in the 40s to 50s to up towards now we're cresting the 80s and into the 90s and the low 90s, right? So huge swing in temperature, particularly, and not a cloud in the sky following the storm. And he sets about this little camp. It's like a camp cooker that he sets up with a little small 3 flames out of it. He puts some container on there. He pulls a canteen and puts some water in it, and he's got little metal cups, and he's starting to mix stuff.
Afternoon tea.
Making afternoon tea. Yes.
There's some crumpets.
Yes. And like you said, you get a better look at this long staff that he has, which is a good sized pole that you could put your hand around, but it's, like I said, thick for you and not nearly as thick as it is for him. It's probably about 10 feet high. It has this crystal-like structure on the top, and towards the bottom, it almost like it moves to some kind of stock or something, and some kind of mechanism towards the bottom of it. And he leans that against one of the poles as he goes about mixing some things up.
Hey, Batu, what is this thing?
It's my rifle.
It's a rifle with there's a thing on the end of it. There's no barrel.
It serves a few purposes.
Huh.
Yes. It's effectively a weapon.
Okay.
I don't like to use them.
Okay. Never seen one like this before.
Perhaps I'll show you how to use it later. And he turns, and he has like a foil pack that he rips open, and it has like some kind of biscuits in it, and he pours that onto a little metal plate, and he hands you this little cup that's steaming, and you could smell this
nice.
chai tea coming out of it. Yes, and he
nice.
shuffles over and he rolls a little bedroll out and sits on top of it and plops down. You could kind of hear a sigh of relief as he sits down, and with his giant hands, he grabs this tiny little tin cup and he's sipping out of it with his pinky out.
Just because we live in the Wastelands doesn't mean we have to be uncivilized.
Yeah, this
I'm
is.
opening a beer.
Yeah, this is. Whoa, this is. Yeah, okay. This is nice. I've never. Oh, thank you. I never had one of these before. I never had this drink or this. What are these? Cookies?
Biscuits.
Ah. They look like cookies. So I take a sip of tea. I eat the biscuit,
Okay.
and
And you realize too that when she gave you your sword belt back, you got your.
I was just gonna say I
you
wanted
got
to look
your-
at my
you got-
backpack.
You got your vibroblade back. You got your charge pistol. I mean, you got your poncho. You got your goggles. It seems like you got almost everything back from what you've been able to see.
So do I have an MRE in there
Uh,
that I could share with Batu?
if you go to the satchel, you open it up and you see your armors in there, and all of your
My vest,
your
which
yeah,
I found out has a
drawback from
a drawback. Yeah.
So you
penalty,
see your
would be the
vest
word.
is in there and whatever was in your pack, so you have everything back.
At this point, I should put the vest on because why not, to protect me from the sand, and I'm not in active combat. And then I'll put the poncho back on. I find an MRE. I could offer Batu, say, hey, Batu, you want some of this slop? It's not as nice as this,
No,
but...
it's very kind of you.
And he's very gracious. He's like,
Thank you. You know, many of the people out here survive by people bringing things together, and everybody contributes. So some of the better communities, the safer places, they behave like that. You see, they would be quite important when things fall apart. Some sort of culture or community. Sharing is caring.
didn't know where to go with that.
Sharing is caring. Yes, sharing is caring.
And he just says these really corny things that you just don't know what to do
Right.
about. Really, but
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, no problem, Batu, and enjoy it. I'm, it's the least I could do.
so
I think I have more in the backpack. You said we have a day and a half, so maybe we
Save them.
ration it out.
Save them, my friend. Save
And yeah, I just I hope that I run into if you right.
Mm-hmm. Joe was just saying it's nice. You got your equipment back, dude.
Who
Joe,
got what back?
you got your equipment back.
Oh. What equipment?
Shit, nice. Your equipment, dude. You just got all your gear back.
Oh! Meecho's got all his shit back. Yeah.
What did you
So,
think?
Batu, I don't understand. Like, why? Sorry, I'm burping from this tea. This tea's very gassy.
Yes, it's got a little sandalwood in there that can give you some indigestion.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe next time I'll do like a Darjeeling. It'll be a little
No,
stomach.
yes,
Maybe
please.
with some ginger.
Or ginger or turmeric,
Little
please.
yes, turmeric. Yes, would be
Turmeric? What?
turmeric.
Don't
I
get
had
me
a
started.
cousin named Matu who had a turmeric, and we had to.
No, that's not what I mean. I don't want
sorry.
to drink
I'm
that.
sorry.
Okay.
Don't drink tumors.
You said you don't
I'm
understand something.
I'm getting, I had what, one drink?
Yep.
And I forgot what I was going to say.
You
Just
said-
I really literally just
You
forgot
said
what I was
Batu.
going to say.
Tell me something. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand. Thank you. At least
Well,
somebody's
you-
paying attention.
Dude, I listen to everything you say. Sometimes more
what-
than once.
What? Why is I don't understand. So why did Alia? What's the deal with that? like where we just came from. Like I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Like this Baron. Do you know anything about that? There's that Baron dude, and he's got those. How many Baron? There's 3 of them.
Yes.
There's 3 of them.
The high 3, yes.
The high 3. That's what they call.
What they
Them.
call
And the
themselves.
Baron is the one who like sucks on pain,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's the other guy who just I don't know. He's like the assistant pain sucker. What is he?
Okay.
What does he do? It was Elliot was the third, right?
Yes.
The other one was like his brother or something. What was the second guy?
Talmont.
Talmont. Thank you.
Talmont.
Well, what is he about? Is he like second in command? Or is there
He's
is
the
there a
Baron's right-hand man.
okay? And then his right hand man. So then the left hand woman is Alia,
Yes.
and she sets people free behind his back.
Well, sometimes the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is
I
doing.
guess apparently not. But what is that about? Is there a reason?
Look, I don't know her personally. I haven't even spoken to her. I mean,
It's weird
she
though,
doesn't
isn't it?
speak. It's very strange, yes, but clearly she's motivated to help people. Perhaps in some way she feels guilty for what she's done to others in the name of the Baron. I like to think she...
But then she also heals people and then sends them off to slavery.
You know,
It's freaking weird, man. And then 1 minute she's like bipolar. Like 1 minute she's you know, she kicks my ass. She kicked my ass, and I thought we were gonna leave. I thought she was on my side. She hit me with. What she hit me with? She hit me with a staff. She hit me with something. No, I don't even think. I think she like looked at me cross-eyed,
Yep.
and I just fell over. And then I don't know. Then later, man, was it the same day?
Same night. Yeah.
See, that
was the other
night
day.
she brings me outside to you, and now we're going to this place.
all I can say is people are very complicated and motivations are very complicated. And I don't tend to understand you humans. Your lives are so short. You burn so very bright. And your tempers run so very hard. And you're so complicated. But every now and then, I find one of you who is very different, whose soul is very different.
I don't know. I don't know. It's weird.
I think it's complicated.
Yes. No, it's complicated for sure. But this is good tea.
Thank you. Soon as the midday sun goes, we'll be back on our journeys again.
Okay.
So, take a rest.
Just do me a favor, Batu.
Yes.
Keep an eye out for a skinny, black-skinned, green-eyed guy.
Okay. Seems like that would be
He's a
someone
good guy, too.
who would be easy to find.
His name is Gloom.
So he stands up, grabs his rifle, and he jams it into the sand kind of outside of the tent, about maybe 3 feet away from where he's sitting. He reaches in his pack and he pulls a book out and sits down on a mat, kind of reclines on a mat.
He starts reading Canterbury Tales.
Starts reading. It says Daily Affirmations.
By Jack Handy.
Yeah, by Jack Handy, yes.
You know, Meecho, you're good enough. You're smart enough. And
Dodge
gosh
down
darn
it.
People like
People like
you.
me. Are you seriously reading Daily Affirmations, Batu?
It's a book that I found that nurtures my soul.
Okay.
I just figured it would be a good explanation.
Did
to why he was saying corny.
Did I have that belt in there with the crystals on it that glow?
Yeah, in one of the pouches on your web belt, you have the. Yeah.
So, hey, Batu, do you know what these things do?
No,
Oh, okay,
very,
no.
look very nice.
Well, thank you. Okay, never mind. I put it back in my bag.
All right.
I thought I'd try.
You show it back in one of the pouches on your little.
When you put it next to certain stuff, they glow.
Oh,
They light
oh,
up.
that sounds nice. Yeah, I have things like that. Yes.
You do?
Not exactly, but yes.
Okay. I don't know why they light up
Oh.
or how they light up.
Are they lighting up here anywhere?
I don't Well, I take them out and I
Okay.
start moving them around.
Okay.
Do they light up?
So you're walking around the inside of the camp, and they don't really light up anywhere inside the camp.
Okay.
You walk over near his weapon a little bit, and they flash for like a half a second. Like you just see him kind of go, which is hard to see with the sun, but underneath the cover, you kind of see him just like as you get close to his rifle, like a little.
Oh shit, Bathu, look at that. See, look.
Oh.
Look at that. See, that's what it does near certain things. Whatever's in your rifle is
Yeah,
doing.
perhaps it's picking up the power source in my weapon.
Oh, maybe. Maybe that's what it does. Maybe it picks up power. What's the power source made of? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know precisely. No.
Well, whatever it is, maybe it detects that. Okay.
Okay, maybe you should keep that out while we walk around. Maybe it'll show us something.
All right. I put it on. It's a
Okay.
belt, right?
It's like it was like a necklace, I think. Right?
Okay. I put it's a necklace.
Yeah. It's like bits of broken glass around your neck.
I'm gonna go. I mean, as long as I don't look like Danzig when I put it on.
G Mark says maybe he can explain to you how to use the grapple gun
Hey Batu,
if you still have it.
how do you use this fucking grapple gun?
Mark also said.
And by the way, this grenade launcher.
Mark also had
no.
a better title for the book he was reading, which was Chicken Soup for the Soul, which I wish I had thought of because I was trying to think of a book that would have all these corny things that he said. Actually, it's a book that says Philosophy for Dummies. That's what it is. Oh God, I can't even look at the chat because it distracts me from what we're doing. But good one, Mark.
Oh, the chat is fun.
Yeah, it's funny. So yeah. So you notice, like I said, and you spend some time just going closer to further away, and it just kind of just slightly lights up when you get close to the base of this 10-foot weapon that he has.
All right. So I'm wearing a Danzig necklace now.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm drinking fucking tea and eating biscuits.
Yeah. And Glenn Danzig now looks like Sigourney Weaver, if you've seen him lately.
Oh wow, yeah, he's
Weird looking. Anyways,
Sigourney Weaver's like 80 now, right? Or something.
yeah. Well, he
crazy
looks like young.
that.
He looks like young. So not like hot. Was Sigourney Weaver ever really hot?
Yes.
When was Sigourney Weaver sexy?
Hey, Aliens. Alien. She was sexy
Kinda
in
had
Alien
the
for
perm,
sure.
The perm, though. She had like the perm.
She had
Was
those
just
lips.
sexy 'cause she didn't have a bra.
She those high cheekbones and those luscious lips, and
She
the
was-
big eyes
she was
and
hot in
curly
Ghostbusters.
brunette hair. And
She was hot in Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters
Yeah.
was super hot. Yeah.
But then at some point, so like Glenn Danzig is past that though. Like,
Oh
he's not
fuck
hot,
yeah!
Sigourney
Glenn
Weaver.
Danzig
He's
is
like-
if you took her and hit her in the face with a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Well, not a sledgehammer. If you put an anvil on her face. Well, like then Danzig's face is like flattened and square version
well,
of
it's
Sigourney.
it's a
Like if you took
masking.
Sigourney Weaver's and you squished it.
She's
down.
like Sigourney Weaver's ugly metalhead brother.
Right,
Yeah.
right. If she had a metalhead brother
Yep.
who was like really
Yeah.
like from another father who was
Yeah.
like kind of ugly,
Like Roy Weaver would be his name. He
Yeah.
looks like a Roy Weaver.
Yeah.
Sigourney's
like
brother.
Ray Liotta's dad.
Yeah. So like when she goes to visit
Like,
her
just-
mom,
right.
he's living in the basement still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be him.
Yep. And they're like eating turkey together.
Eating turkey?
Yeah.
Did you say eating turkey?
Yeah, like Thanksgiving, because it would be like family holidays. Sigourney Weaver would come home.
Oh yes.
She would only go to her mom's like,
Only on a
on
holiday.
a holiday.
On a
Yeah.
holiday.
She lives in Hollywood. She's a big star.
Yes.
I mean, fuck, it's fucking Sigourney Weaver. Anyways, that's the kind of stuff you guys come for. The asides. So, anyways, so you're doing that, and he's reading his little book of affirmations or whatever he's reading, and mumbling to himself as he reads.
Oh yes. Really was. Oh, that's very wonderful.
So he's reading this out loud. To
He's
himself.
not reading it out loud, but he's
making all
like a
these
commentary
noises.
out loud.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like just in a way that no one reads a book.
All right.
Completely unnatural way.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've never read anything in my life, so I'm just looking at him anyway. I'm impressed. All right, so I'm just sitting there drinking my tea, waiting for.
Do you know how to
leave
read
again.
Meecho?
No, yes, and I know 2 words.
Which words?
I said them already.
Is it fucking shit?
No, yes, and no.
No, yes, and no.
Yes,
That's 3
and,
words.
Yes and no. A friend of mine who died, by the way. Have I told you how much my life sucks?
Yes, you did. Actually,
I did.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
I
A
told you
few-
about. I
a
told
few
you about.
times, yes, a few times. Yes.
Which is
you almost died. Yes.
what's his name? Balthazar. What's his name?
Bartaz.
Bartaz?
You didn't tell me about Bartaz.
Yes.
How do I know his name?
Well, I mean, Bartaz was a guy who he was the guy who was in the truck with the guy who ended up escaping, and then I took it all out on him, and just when I finally reconciled with him, he dropped dead.
Oh,
It was nice.
well, your life is tragic, Meecho.
No, it
You
sucks.
deserve happiness.
Well, thank you. Anyway, he taught me. So my friend, I had one friend who taught me how to fight with a staff in martial arts. So he got nailed to a wall.
Mhm.
And then Bartaz taught me to read, and he died of massive burns. I mean, he did.
Wait.
Did you just fart?
No, I didn't. I didn't
Oh, is
fart.
that the chair?
That was me moving forward in the chair.
Oh,
and
okay.
trying not to go.
I was like, a laughing fart. My wife does that sometimes. She laughs and farts.
That happens to me all the time, but
It's all right if
I
you
laughed
fart.
because remember I told you I sat at my house and I typed this. I have this in this folder, this document that's every character that you've run into and every backstory and then everything that's happened too. So like even down to like Bartaz and everything.
Okay.
When I started typing it, I was laughing the same way. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm going,
this
I
guy's
can't
miserable.
fucking
You can't make a more miserable life. But God,
what the fuck?
I think you enjoyed it too, by the way. But it's all right.
It's fucking game world. It's the end of the world. What do you think you're supposed to be having a dance off? Like,
Finally, I'm having a freaking tea and a biscuit.
okay. Do you want?
It only took
Meecho,
it
do
only
you-
took 19 years.
Do you want to learn how to read some more?
Oh, you could teach me how to read.
Happy to show you how to read.
Are we going to learn how to read live on Twitch?
Yes.
Okay, let's do
letter
it.
at a time.
All right, hey, stay tuned, guys. This is how to read. Are you gonna give me sight words?
Wait.
The
These are your trick words. The and if or nor whom is very important.
listen.
Do you want to sound
Can we
smart?
fast forward this section?
No, we
Can
gotta cover every letter in graphic detail. Strap on, boys. Wait till we get to J. It's unfucking believable. It's unbelievable when we get to J.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we're real time playing you reading. We can get 4 episodes out of this. Doe, a deer, a female deer.
What
Ray,
the fuck? What did you take before you came here? Could you tell me
had
what you took before
I
you
had a
came here?
lozenge.
I know. What kind of lozenge did you have?
It was a sucrette.
Holy
A
shit!
sucrette lozenge.
A secret? You had a secret. You didn't have a secret. You had a jacked up Ludens, is what you had.
I did. I had a yes.
Wild cherry.
I had PCP.
You had
I
wild
had
cherry.
laced with PCP.
Something. I don't know what
Anyways.
the fuck you had. We're having a fucking phonics lesson. Fucking live on Twitch.
Meecho, repeat after me.
No, I'm
the
not
rain
doing it.
in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
No, I'm not fucking doing it.
My Fair Lady. Let's
Can
do
we-
that. We're gonna call it My Fair Meecho. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long week. I'm fucking tired. It's been a long week.
Okay.
So, anyways, so he does kind of sit with you.
Okay.
And he teaches you a few things, and there's some words that you start to pick out a little bit more often than others, and it's mainly the thes and the a's and the ands. You see yes and you get excited. You see no, and he teaches you how to read a little bit.
Okay.
Just over the course of
That chair makes a lot of fart sounds.
Those aren't fart noises. That's my trunk. You fucking
That
bastard.
chair makes a lot of fart sounds.
It's very comfortable, but you know I'm used to sitting in the wood.
Holy shit! I'm like, you're talking to me. It's like a fart an hour.
I've been
A
sitting,
minute.
I
mean,
usually sit in the angry chair with a fucking. You put me in the Alan
that
James
thing is
chair.
it's a farting chair. Did you hear it? That's hilarious. I never noticed
Getting
that.
picked up on the recorder.
Yeah, I mean, we should put a mic on that.
We should mic my chair. Yeah, that's exactly what we should.
I'm sorry, it's just distracting. Go ahead. What were we saying?
Okay, so anyways, and you know, throughout the course of the day, you know, the heat of the day starts to wane, and he closes the book and kind of leans back a little bit and dozes off for 20 or 30 minutes, and then gets up and starts to pack everything up again.
So my reading went up. What? +1? Am I +1?
you-
am I?
You could
Am I -6 reading
you
from
could start
-7?
to pick some things out. So you're starting.
I
to
know, like maybe
dev-
5 or 6 words now.
maybe 10 words.
Ooh.
10 solid words.
All right.
You pick which 10 and please write them on your character.
Oh shit.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm kidding. What the
I have the notebook there.
I know. I see it. That's why I wanted to put it to use. And all those dice.
And the dice, I haven't even touched them. It's fine. This is fine.
Hashtag fuck digital dice.
Oh,
Hashtag
I
fuck
can't wait. I
Roll20.
can't wait to roll real dice.
Yep. Fuck Roll20.
No, come on. It was. I mean, I think if you put into it all the things that it's capable of, that's pretty neat.
So did you hear about the game that Roll20 made specifically to play on Roll20 that you buy on Roll20?
No.
Yeah, they have a game that they created it's 100% integrated to Roll20.
And it has all the assets and everything already.
Everything is built into it. Of course,
We
you
should
have
do
to-
that
You have
for
to
fun.
pay it. I don't know what the
I
background.
mean, not even necessarily Twitch, just
I'm
just
sure
to play
Joe
me and you.
knows. Joe, what's the background of the Roll20 game? I bet he knows.
The background.
Well, there's like what the world is. It's like is it
Oh,
D&D?
is it
Game
D&D,
World? Is it
Gamma,
sci-fi? Is it-
Shadowrun?
yeah, Shadowrun, whatever the fuck it is.
All right.
So, anyways,
So while we wait for that.
so he's packing up, and you start to pack up and
Oh, okay,
get
so it's
ready to
midday.
go back on the road again.
Okay. 4 hours later.
4 hours later. Hold on, I need to find something. Let me see if I can find it. That chick's
Excuse me.
That chick's hot. That chick's hot. That dude's not hot.
Do a deer, a female deer.
Are you doing? What are you doing?
Right.
Should I do an ad
I
while
think
you?
you should do 10 minutes while I look for this.
I'm gonna do 10 minutes.
Yep.
Fuck, I don't have 10 minutes.
Can you
I don't even have a minute and a
can
half.
you
I don't-
stretch 3 minutes?
I'll write something for next week. I didn't know I needed anything.
You know what they call the spider goats? They're actually called spoats.
Is that a spider goat?
That's a spoat, yeah. That's someone's.
It looks like a spider.
It's just a hairy spider.
It's just a spider. That's lame.
Mine are better, I think. But that's
Yeah,
it.
the way you described them was better. I liked your goats better.
And they're also more delicious.
So what song? While you look that up, what song are we gonna sing next week?
Rosemary and Thyme.
Rosemary and Time. Is that a Simon and Garfunkel song?
That's why I just think we would look like Simon and Garfunkel on this. What about? I don't know. I think we should take requests. What about More Than Words by Extreme? I don't know. What the fuck?
What? I actually know a little bit of it. I know the intro.
That's a good harmonizing song. I like harmonizing
More
songs.
than words.
It's kind of why I like punk. It's weird, but I like harmonies. And
More than words. The Extreme isn't punk. Extreme is
No,
like
but-
80s hair band.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying that's why I think I like some punk, because a lot of the West Coast punk is like very harmony driven.
Do you know the guitarist's name?
Of Extreme,
Yes.
Tito Torres.
The good guess.
No, I did.
Nuno Betancourt.
Yes, because I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube once and listened to. Well, it started with Jack Black and what's his name's version of More Than Words, which I thought was.
Oh yeah.
Which they did on the Tonight Show.
What they call
the- Jimmy Fallon and Jack
No,
Black.
no. What's the name of their band? I forgot the name of their band.
I didn't know they had a name for the band.
What do you mean, Jack Black and that guy?
Oh. The White Stripes.
No, what?
Gary Sharon was the best Van Halen frontman. G Mark 69.
Oh yes, a moment of silence for Van Halen.
Yeah, but Eddie smoked like a chimney. I mean,
He did.
I mean,
He
like
did a lot of smoking.
just constantly smoking.
But so did Keith Richards.
Keith Richards did a lot of everything.
He did everything at once.
Yes, but that's the point. He's
Yeah.
completely crystalline.
I mean,
inside.
yeah, he's
a being of pure
yeah.
crystals. Nothing hurts him. I can't find this. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna wing it. Fuck it. We're gonna do it. Anyways, okay. But you know what? I was listening to a lot of like Everclear this morning. You think you do some Everclear riffs? They're pretty basic guitar riffs.
I don't. Everclear.
Everclear.
I don't know. I mean, I might be able to. I just don't know any off my off. What's Everclear?
Everclear. It's like almost pure alcohol.
No, yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
The
I'm trying
band
to.
is Art Lennox band from the 90s. Here is the money that I owe you. I will buy you a garden where your flowers can bloom.
Oh yes, I know that
You
song.
know Everclear,
Yes.
trust me.
Yes.
But it's more like it's very guitar driven and it's not a
Is
lot
it?
of it's ding ding Ding, ding,
Oh
ding,
yes,
ding,
yes.
ding,
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 ding. That's a bass.
ding, 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 ding.
That's a bass
Ding,
guitar, I
ding,
think.
ding, ding, ding.
You have to take up the bass so we could play.
Okay, we'll do that. That's
Because I have drum tracks on there.
we're gonna do that before the next show. I'm gonna learn the bass. You guys are gonna be waiting a while. So anyway, so you pack up and
Yes.
you get back on the yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, you mean like say all good people.
No. Yes.
together.
We're on the back on the road.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about music still. Yes, so you're back on the road. G Mark says that Gary Sharon is not the best frontman to Van Halen. Now he says you were just kidding.
Gary, is that what you said?
That's what he said.
That you did, but did you say Gary Sharon? Who's
Gary Sharon. Well, cause so you had
David Lee Roth.
Then you had Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar?
That was when it was Van Hagar. And then when they were having problems with both of those guys, they went to Extreme and got Gary Sharon, who's the other guy in the More Than Words video, because it's just the guitar player and the
and
singer.
him. Yeah, right.
And they brought him, and there was a very brief stint where that was Van Halen. Because
I don't even remember that.
Because Eddie and Michael
didn't-
Anthony
I
just have
didn't-
no fucking allegiance to anybody. They're just turncoat
I
cocksuckers.
just don't remember that at all.
Yeah. Anyways, it happened.
I liked Van Halen like a little bit,
But I think
not as much as I
But here's the irony. of it,
should have.
And we're
supposedly.
way off topic, but I don't care.
Sorry.
But here's what I think is interesting. Van Halen. The first thing is Eddie thought Van Halen was about him, but I thought the most interesting thing about Van Halen in both the first one and the Van Hagar was the vocalists were the more interesting part of the band. Everything else was kind of prototypical fucking horseshit, and maybe that's just
No. He reinvented the guitar. Eddie Van Halen. That's the one thing I have to say about him.
I wouldn't take away the fact that he's a great guitarist.
He almost changed he kind of changed the guitar
I just don't
for a lot of people. He
it's kind of like Tommy
inspired
Lee, like,
millions of guitars.
There's a lot of self-aggrandizing,
Yes.
like solo shit.
It's
Just makes me
everything
crazy.
I hate. Right, see, I'm a Nirvana fan, right? So it's everything I hate about that. I hate that, right? And that's why, like, one of my favorite bands besides Nirvana is like Kings of Leon. Like, they just nobody is showing off. Nobody.
Yeah.
Everyone's just doing like almost like 6th grade shit, literally. And they're so goddamn musical and beautiful to listen to. And so it's like, that to me is music. So I understand what you're saying. That's one of the things I didn't like about Van Halen too. I mean, when Van Halen first invented, actually other people were tapping on the fretboard before Van Halen.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who it was. So he kind of got the idea from them. But then when he would be doing those solos in the beginning of his career, making those sounds, everyone wanted to know what he used to turn his back.
Yeah.
So people couldn't see what he was doing.
He's
a little bit, yeah.
But you know what I feel like that
But you
was,
still have to give
though?
him credit for knowing. No one could play guitar like Eddie Van Halen. Like
No.
literally nobody in the world could play guitar like Eddie Van Halen.
But here's the point I would make, right? Eddie Van Halen was a great guitarist. He was a key factor in Van Halen. But what I felt at times was like, here's David Lee Roth being David Lee Roth, being a frontman, doing what a frontman's supposed to do, which is be whatever, crazy.
Yeah.
Right? He's throwing kicks. He's fucking got scarves everywhere. His hair's 500 feet long.
Yeah. He was a great frontman.
And has an interesting quality to his voice, right?
Oh
Not
yeah,
a-
and you could pick him out instantly.
yeah, and that's his place, right? But then it was like, here's David Lee Roth.
But I mean,
doing
also
this-
at the time, like not that revolutionary. I mean,
No.
like if you think about like Led Zeppelin and like, it's that same style
he
of
didn't
voice.
do anything
Like
that
that,
anybody else did.
no,
No, and you're right. Eddie
there was a lot of guys who sounded
punctuated Eddie Vedder. My wife got me on that too because I said Eddie Vedder died. And she's like, Eddie Vedder died? She's like, so all the grunge fucking lead singers are dead?
That's
And I
it. They're
said,
all
no.
dead.
No, I said Eddie Van Halen. I meant, but Eddie Van Halen punctuated what David Lee Roth was doing, which made him
No, I disagree.
better. I think it did.
I think you're so goddamn wrong.
But I'm going to tell you this. I felt at times that Eddie Van Halen was like, don't forget about me.
No,
And that was what that was. But I think that made it different than Poison.
If
fucking
you
Rat.
listen,
if you're
you
comparing
are.
it.
If
And
you
PS,
have
they came
listen,
before all those
you
guys.
have. I'll tell you because I play guitar. I'm not a guitarist. I play guitar. You can say you've reached. You could say I am a guitarist if you could play the Eruption solo. If you could play the solo to Eruption, you know how so every guitar player in the world is like, okay, I'm a really good guitarist. Oh, can you play Eruption? If you could play Eruption, it's like, so it's just something that guitarists strive towards. He was a technical guitar genius, Eddie Van Halen. David Lee Roth was just a good singer and a good frontman. That's my opinion. That's your opinion too. We never agree on music.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
And the funny thing is that I didn't really care for it that much anyway. I mean, there's some good. I mean, Jump and Hot for Teacher.
There are some things that get you
Panama, and then there's some good songs.
But you know, the problem is you've heard it a million times.
Right. He has 12 albums, and you can't be an Eddie Van Halen fan if you know like those 4 songs. They had 12 albums, 13 albums, 14 albums. I don't know how many albums they had.
I don't know.
A lot.
I mean, I would say Stone Gossard and Jeff Ament are good guitarists too.
Okay, who's that? Which band is that?
They're in Pearl Jam.
Oh, that's
and
right.
they've also been in Temple of the Dog, and they've also been crossed over into like Mad Season. And
yeah, they're pretty good.
They're very good guitarists, but
yes,
they're also very content to not be. Like,
well, what makes a good guitarist? That's the thing.
Well, I mean, we're
supposed to be doing role playing,
but you also could be a very good technical guitarist, but not be interesting creatively. Right?
Exactly.
I mean, it's improvisation.
Improvisation. Well, no, it's the ability to.
But also collaborate.
To be musical.
But music is collaboration.
And music isn't technical skill. It's being musical. So there's some beautiful guitar music that's very simple to play. It just is. Whereas Eddie Van Halen music is, I mean, some of his music also, I mean, yeah, his musical. I can't knock Eddie Van Halen's guitar playing. I can't.
Would you say he's top 10?
No, he's in top 3.
Top 3
guitarists in the world.
Who's the
sure.
number?
I'm not saying. I didn't say he's my favorite. I'm saying the top 3 guitarists of the world. Eddie Van Halen's
who's
in
number
there.
1?
I mean, you have Eddie Van Halen. You probably have Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
And who else is in there?
Who Jimi Hendrix is not like a technical
Randy
guitarist.
Rhoads. What?
Jimi Hendrix is not like a technically good guitarist, but was improvisation.
Well, Jimi Hendrix,
like
he
instinctually what he was doing.
Yeah, and he was
almost like jazz.
Revolutionary.
I don't want to say jazz guitarist, but in a sense that like bebop was very like very improvisational, like just off.
Well, he was completely he changed the way the guitar was played. Yeah. And then so did Eddie Van Halen changed it again.
Like Eric Clapton probably is like top 10.
Eric Clapton is another amazing guitarist. I don't know.
Like Muddy Waters is probably like top 10.
Oh, what's his face? Not Muddy Waters.
Dirtbag Lebinsky?
Gilmore.
Oh, David Gilmour from
Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd, yeah.
You said Waters. That's Roger Waters. You said Muddy Waters. So it's hard.
Music is nourishment for your soul, my
friend. Yes. Batu?
Batu, yes, my name is Batu.
So we are
in the desert.
Yes, so we discussed Eddie Van Halen with Batu.
Yes, I got it bad.
You got it bad?
Got it bad.
You're hot for Teacher?
I'm hot for Teacher, yes. I don't know any more of the song. I've only heard that much. There's a young lad where I'm taking you who plays different tunes on a reed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What does that say?
It says battery's low.
Well, that's because you unplugged the fucker.
No, I didn't.
Let me plug that in.
Where?
Oh, shit.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Right here. No, this guy.
It's plugged in. Oh, that unplugged?
I can't see shit.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, boys, hang in there.
I can't see fucking shit.
He can't see shit. He's got it.
That was the word. Is that magnetic?
I'm going to roll a d20 and...
He rolled a fucking 18.
18.
It's not battery.
Did I win the game today?
Mark wants to know if it's battery or batteries. I like to think...
What?
Is it battery or batteries?
Well, no. Well, listen. Technically, isn't a battery is it battery already plural? A battery is a bunch of cells?
Yes.
So
It's
that's
a
a good
bat-
point.
it's a
He's
bat-
right.
It's a batteries.
Batteries is redundant.
REES. Batteries.
Is it? I don't want to pull out my dictionary, but
Oh, keep your dictionary in your pants.
I'll keep
lad.
my
You don't-
dictionary.
He's gonna whip out his dictionary, lads. Can't do this.
I'm
family show.
batteries is a word, I think.
Batteries.
But technically he's right. Probably shouldn't be. Is that what his point is, or is he just?
I
Fucking
just think
with
he's saying
us? He's just throwing out random shit the way we are right now.
Yeah, the semantic shit. Everybody's in the same place. It's been a long week.
Yeah.
We're all sick of this COVID.
There's
horse
too much
shit.
COVID in the fucking world.
Well, Trump beat COVID, so we're good now. He's like
Chris Christie beat COVID.
Chris Christie ate COVID. Actually.
Joe, you're from Canada. I'm assuming you know what Chris Christie he's built like a walrus.
Cuckoo chew.
Yeah, if he could beat COVID, literally, I think he has asthma too. He's a walrus with asthma.
Yeah. He has
he
18 comorbidities.
This guy's got 1,800 comorbidities.
Yes.
He's walking
He
comorbidity.
has diabetes.
I don't know, and
high cholesterol. It's a terrible combination.
oh my god! And he walked away with it. But that doesn't mean I want to get it. I mean, just because he beat it or anybody, I'm
you
still
can't
very
afford-
cautious.
You
about
can't
it.
afford the treatment.
The only reason I'm in a room with you
Yep.
is because I know you haven't left your house, and like
I was in the city today.
Well, today
Yeah.
How many masses did you
I
have?
made
3?
out with a prostitute in the Bronx.
Yeah, bullshit.
Well, it was a lot of open mouth. It was heavy petting.
No,
But it was over the clothes. But
you were like fucking Dustin Hoffman in that movie.
An Outbreak?
Outbreak, yeah.
Yeah.
You were
I was
orange.
going to go with Rain Man. I thought you were telling me.
Yes. You were Rain Man. 1.5 drinks.
Yep. And a
Well, you had a
and
lozenge.
a lozenge.
Oh my god.
Anyways.
Joe gets good lozenges in Canada, I bet.
Oh, God. I bet they're unbelievable in Canada. It's such a great...
We got to go up and see Joe. We got to hit Montreal. There's a couple of strip clubs in Montreal.
We got to go do a road
The
show
best strip
at a
clubs
strip
in
club.
the world.
I went to a bunch of really great strip clubs in Vancouver.
Though I'm not a big strip club guy.
Me either. It's like just piss money.
But if you're going to go to a strip club,
You think Canada's the way to go?
Montreal is probably the way to go.
Montreal in Quebec. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I've only been in 2.
Way out west.
I was only in 2 in Montreal.
Way west. In
But it was
Montreal.
legendary.
It was. The funny thing about the strip club in Vancouver was if the stripper, like, if you gave her enough applause in the stage, this fucking pole would raise up. And
Oh,
it
yeah?
Was, it was a shower. And she had to do a shower show. So I was there when I was in the Navy.
Oh, that. I feel bad now.
Well, and we didn't feel bad making every stripper
I'm
wash all
sure.
their makeup off. So we just cheered.
Oh my god.
Actually, here's a funny story. I went to Vancouver. I went to the strip club that Courtney Love worked at in Vancouver.
Okay.
And it had this pole.
You're
that
trying to
would
piss me
raise-
off? That doesn't piss me off.
Not really.
Okay.
No, I would think Courtney Love pretty much killed Kurt Cobain anyway.
No, she didn't.
She pretty much did. And she had Kurt
I mean,
Cobain
I don't know.
write her first album, and she had Billy Corgan write her second album because she's whatever, fucking whore. Anyways,
Probably. I don't know.
she's gonna sue me for defamation, but I feel like I would be.
Yeah,
honored.
she don't care how
I know,
slither
she
you are.
will. She will.
She would
And
come
but I
after
would
you.
be like honored by that. So come at me, bitch.
Okay.
Anyways, but yeah, we were cheering, and the strippers hated our fucking guts because we made them all go in the shower, and they all had to come out totally made up again, like because they just fucked their shit.
They
up.
have, yeah, they
'Cause it
have
was like
to
a
redo
basin.
themselves.
Oh yeah, it fucked their whole look up. Like their hair got wet.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had
of
to-
course.
Yeah,
You
and we made every like it was so boring. Other than the idea that they were just so aggravated to have to do it because they had to go back and get themselves back together. It was too early in the night.
You know, Florida. I went to a good strip club in Florida.
In
too.
Florida. There's a lot.
Because over there, there's a lot of touching
Ooh,
in Florida.
So in Guam,
I think in Florida you're allowed.
No, I don't think you're allowed.
It seems like you are.
Although you know what,
it seems like
ironically enough, I've never. Well, I mean, you could always run across a stripper that's also like an amateur prostitute. So touching is just a prelude to something else.
Why? I mean, not to like I don't know how this became into a strip club thing, but we you know you usually like there's usually like bouncers everywhere, and like you don't if you're getting a dance, like your friend goes buys you a dance to piss just to not to piss you off, but to screw around with you, and so you end up like getting a dance. I'll get a dance. I mean, she's pretty. I mean, it's not going to be the end of the world. I mean, there's worse things, right?
Of course.
But
I don't think that's punishment.
No, not by any means. But like you can't like I'm it's like this because there's a guy who's like the Incredible Hulk is like standing like right there and he's staring at me.
But you're also a guy.
And in Florida,
in Florida,
it was like a room where it was just like nobody. And I look at the couch next to me and the guy's like dry humping. She's spanking her. I'm like, what's going on?
Well, so
that was Florida, but.
But some of those clubs are like freelance places. So like you think
freelance.
So you think of what would it be like?
So they get 1099s when they're done. Like, what do you mean freelance?
No, but like think of it like a place that's like what do you like being a barber? Sometimes you're a barber and you just go and you rent a chair out at a place, right? And you go and you work in a place, but you're really paying to rent the chair, right? So you're like a freelance barber.
I've done that many times.
But there are strippers who are kind of like that. They just go to a club and just go, I'm going to dance at this club tonight to make some money.
Right.
But they don't reside there.
Okay.
So when those kinds of strippers tend to carry around certain types of behaviors with them. So because they're not beholden to like the club owners, they have no responsibility. They certainly like to work there, but there's a million clubs that they could work at, but they're like freelancers.
So they don't have to worry about the rules.
Like
they're not worried about following any rules.
No, they do what they want to do.
You know
what they want to do to get that motherfucking money.
You know way too much.
I dated a few strippers in California. So. They're pretty. They're hustlers. They're operators. Yeah, 100% end to end. I wouldn't recommend doing it. There's nothing good about dating strippers. So
I dated a stripper's sister once.
Oh, that's probably better because she's compensating. I think that would be hotter.
Yeah,
like
I was making out with a girl in a strip club, and then I felt a tap on my shoulder, and I looked up, and there was a stripper.
Yep.
She goes, "Get your mouth off my sister." I was like, "Oh shit."
So that's good though. That's
I know it was.
Like
it was fun.
No, like So I evolved to the point when I went to strip bars was I wasn't even talking to the strippers. I was talking to the bartender because like that was cooler.
Oh,
because everybody.
Oh, the girl bartender.
Yeah,
everyone talks to the girl bartender though.
No, because stripper comes over goes, "You want to dance? Nah, I don't want to dance. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to talk to this bitch."
Right? No, because you feel like the stripper is there because she's just trying to get you to buy champagne or something stupid.
But the bartender is also just trying to sell you alcohol.
And for some reason, you feel like the bartender isn't, but she's doing the exact same fucking thing. She just has more clothes on.
I respect that more. I think that was what it was about.
Oh, I think you fell for Plan B.
Because I seen everything.
You fell for Plan B.
Well, so whatever.
You were the other. There were two demos in the room, and you were the other demo.
I went for the undiscovered country because I've seen that country. I've seen that country. I've seen that. I paid $20 to sell that country.
So that's what she's there for.
I took the road less traveled.
That's why that's not a dude.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry to drop a truth bomb on you.
No, it's not. I'd never said I went home with the bartender.
You didn't go home with the bartender. They're harder to go home with? Maybe, yeah.
See, that would be a better payout.
That would be more impressive.
Yeah. A stripper is just like a...
I went home with a stripper, okay.
It's an
I went home with the bartender.
Hole.
Oh, shit. Really? Yeah, that's cool.
I went home with a bartender's girlfriend.
My wife was a bartender. Not in a strip club, though.
Well, bartenders at strip clubs could very easily be strippers. Some of them want to be strippers. They just don't have the balls.
So wait, what?
Yeah.
Some of them want to be strippers.
Yes. Sometimes you can get them up there.
Oh, yeah.
So they're more fun. Anyways.
Anyway, so...
We lost the guys. So
yeah, they're done.
Yeah, I think weird.
Well, we kind of... I said it was going to be fast.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's the third time you said that tonight.
Yeah, I know. It never gets old either.
I know.
Never gets old. So you're in the desert.
We spent like like half hour just doing this, even though it doesn't look like we did anything. It literally looks like we tried to make it worse.
But I would say your energy is way better even at this hour, which is it's 2:15.
No, it's not.
It's 12 o'clock. I'm just kidding. But it is 11:57, which is pretty.
Yeah, usually at this time I'm falling
Oh
asleep.
yeah, you're
I'm telling you, standing up is better for me. I think
you're
it is.
nodding over.
And I
like
think
my
I'm
Nana.
more conscious about the mic when I'm sitting at the microphone and it's on that thing, and I start doing this. I start talking to you like that, or talking to you like this.
Yep.
Whereas over here, I'm conscious of it.
Yep.
So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, it looks a little stupid, but I think it's some of it's got to do with that we haven't centered anything. This is not well. In film, they call this blocking.
Mm-hmm.
We're not
out a scene. Yeah.
We're not blocked out at all.
Mm-hmm.
We just finally got everything connected, and we said turn it on, because Mark was freaking is gonna just give up on us. And I didn't want to. It's been a month.
Yes.
And I didn't, and I don't know about you, but I feel bad about that.
He's been emailing me every day. He's like, Chris, can you give me a hint of what happens next? And I'm like, Mark, you're just gonna have to wait.
No, he hasn't. But
no, I'm totally kidding.
I know
He doesn't bother me like that.
No, I know he doesn't. But I'm just saying. I don't know.
But he did create another Twitch account and was like, "Hey, what's gonna happen next on your show?" I don't even listen. Just tell me because I won't. I'm like, Mark, stop. I'm joking again, Mark. Speaking of which, Mark, did you see the special clip that Nick did just for you?
Oh yeah, there's a YouTube video.
It's called Good Night, Mark.
Called Good Night, Mark.
Yep. And we sing. If you're familiar with the song Good Night, Irene, we sing a version of that with your name, Mark.
No, we don't.
It's a 27-minute song.
No, well, what
has
happened?
a guitar solo in the middle of it.
What happened was we
unbelievable.
ended the Twitch stream, and I realized we didn't say goodnight to Mark.
Yeah.
So I started the stream back up to say goodnight to him, but he was gone. And then that was a separate video on Twitch, so I exported it to YouTube, and I call it Goodnight Mark because I said goodnight to Mark.
Everybody should go out and like it and comment on it right now because it's brilliant.
Goodnight Mark?
It's an amazing 37-second video.
It's not brilliant.
I think it is.
It was for Mark.
It was just for Mark, though.
But
it was like a swan. No, it's not a swan song. It sounds bad. It's like
what's the swan song?
Your swan song is kind of like your last hurrah, kind of.
Oh.
Right?
God, I hope not.
No, that's why I poorly phrased that word. It was a magnum opus to Mark.
Magnum opus is my grand work.
Yeah, it's the opposite of swan song, isn't it?
Grand work versus last work.
Yeah, and even like last work, that's mostly like
no. The opposite of last work would be first work. But magnum opus is your best work, and swan song is kind of like. I don't think it's your best work. I think it's your ultimate work. Like your grand.
Isn't your ultimate work your best work?
Well, it can be. I don't fucking know, man.
I don't know either, dude. But I like your opinions on things.
Thank you.
Joe says he loved the clip.
What clip?
And Mark said it was the Good Night Mark.
Oh, yes.
And Mark said it was very funny. I appreciated it, and it was very funny.
Oh, anytime, Mark.
Mark, yeah.
I like these guys.
I do too. We're gonna have to do Good Night Joe one time.
No, but that's forced.
Is it?
Yeah, no.
Okay, we'll figure.
Joe doesn't.
Joe
doesn't need that.
Actually, we're gonna do 15 minutes of cursing at you, Joe. Is what we're gonna do for you. Just gonna call you names for 15 minutes.
What the fuck are we doing?
Well, it's something different.
I mean, really. Can we just stop for a second
Okay.
and look at us, the four of us? Right?
I
The fuck are we doing?
I only see the two of us. And
the two of us and the two of them. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, you know what? It's a crazy.
I don't know.
It's a crazy world. And
It's fun. I don't have fun, but it's like.
Just
call them on the phone, like fucking have a Zoom and fucking hang out. We're hanging out with Mark and Joe through Twitch.
I know, and we could just be in Discord talking to them. It's stupid. I know.
Or Discord, yeah.
But see, here's what I like to think. I like to think at some point, 20 years from now, our kids are gonna go and look at some archive of some stupid shit on.
Oh, you think like in 1,000 years someone's gonna dig this up like these goddamn Dead Sea Scrolls?
No. See, that's not what I said. I said our kids would feel that we were important enough to go look for this and go look at our dads just saying stupid shit. But goddamn, is it fucking funny?
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I hope my sons have my sense of humor. Your sons have your sense of humor.
I guess so. Yeah, a little
Talk
bit.
about their balls all the time.
Yeah, obsessed with their balls.
Mine too. It's whatever. It's a problem. My wife doesn't understand. I go, you don't have balls.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's get back in the desert here.
Oh, you really want to go back in the desert? Okay.
Yeah,
I thought we were wrapping up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
We're really going back in the desert now?
Yes.
Okay.
A few more minutes. Can we
Okay.
take a few more minutes in the desert?
Yes.
Okay. So, you're.
But I mean, like,
what?
that was a very large.
I'll edit it. I'm gonna edit
segue.
it in post.
You could leave it in. You're completely off the fucking screen.
I know because I'm social distancing. I'm afraid to catch COVID.
This is dumb as fuck. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
There you go. Now you're on the goddamn screen.
I seriously.
Like I said, this is the
look like
Vox
you're-
show.
I look.
A Vox is a British amp. It's this is a VT20X. Half tube, half solid state.
So, Batu is packing some things up on the lizard horse, and he's throwing. He throws a blanket on it, throws the little mat on there. He pulls out the poles. He slides them in the side of the saddle so they're nice and they breaks them apart. And takes your satchel and throws it on there. And he walks over to grab his rifle that's stuck in the dirt, and he holds it for a second, and you can see at the top of the staff, you can see the light starting to go, and just a little faint flash of light, and he looks up at it, and he goes,
We must hurry, my friend.
and walks over and grabs the reins, and
So it slightly lights up.
it starts the
Starts to
crystal
give
at
it
the top starts
a
to
dim
kind of
glow.
lights with this blue little sparks for like a couple seconds, and he picks up the rifle again, and he jams it in the sand next to the horse, and he grabs the reins. He's like,
Let's go, my friend. Are you riding or are you walking?
Okay. Wait. So it was already in the sand.
he had it in the sand. Remember, he jammed it in the
Right.
sand.
Right. So
was
then
packing
he
up,
put
and
his hand on it, and then when he put his hand on it, a little
Yeah,
blue light.
it started
They said,
to-
"Oh, we have to hurry up and go."
Yeah.
And then he took it out and he put it back in the sand.
Well, he walked over and he jammed it back in the sand again, and he's holding the reins, looking up at you, and then he keeps glancing.
He
at the
keeps
crystal.
checking it,
Yep.
checking it. I'll walk. What's with the thing there? I see you like staring at it.
We have to hurry. We must hurry very quickly.
Okay, what does that mean though? I'm with you. Let's start going. You could talk to me while we walk,
So
but
you-
what does that mean?
So you're starting to fast walk, and he goes,
The crystal on the weapon will pick up vibrations in the ground. We have to hurry quickly.
Okay.
and
Vibrations in the ground from what?
There are things here that make noise under the ground, and we must be out of the way quickly.
Okay.
and so he's pulling along the
I
horse.
start like
and
looking around. He's freaking me out.
He's freaking you out. Yeah. So you kind of mount this dune that you guys were behind, and off in the distance you can see, for the first time, like an outcropping of some rock that jumps up out of the sand. And the rock is yellow where the sand is red in this deep crimson. And he's turned you guys towards that, and he's walking very quickly. But you guys are maybe good 15, 20 minutes away from this outcropping of rock in the middle of all this sand.
Okay.
And he keeps jamming you notice as he's walking, he's jamming this rifle in there, and he's looking up at the crystal as he walks.
We have to walk quickly, my friend. Quickly.
Okay.
And you can
Is
see
it quicker to get on this lizard horse thingy? I mean, we're fucking walking it like it's a dog. I mean, no offense, Batu. I mean, you showed up with a fucking horse and you haven't got on it yet.
Yep. Well, he's like,
The horse is for you, and he
pushes
well, no. It's
pushes
all right.
you-
What about you? How are you gonna get?
No,
Are you
I can't.
run fast or
I
something?
No, I don't run fast, but I can't ride the horse.
So he's like,
Quick, get on, quickly.
Okay. What, am I slowing you down?
No, we have to get to that outcrop quickly.
Okay, I'm on the horse.
okay.
Go. Let's go.
So he puts you up on the horse, and then he smacks the lizard thing on the ass, and it starts to run towards that outcropping and leaves him kind of slowly behind in the.
Oh,
in the
so I'm gonna
dust.
watch him die too.
And he's
This is great.
Why not?
I'm gonna get on the rock and I can turn around and watch him
You
die.
make a bad situation.
Something
worse.
is something come up from the ground and you swallow him whole?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, wait.
So
I just feel, it. Like, this is the way you fuck with me.
he's so
you make me like somebody and then you kill them.
You like everybody though. You're just
No,
you're just
Batu's
nice.
cool.
He's cool. He's a good guy. He's a good soul. So you're
And
riding.
Bartaz I liked. And Zerj. At least he's alive, but I'll never see him again because I don't even know the fuck that is.
Zars.
I killed him. I killed his town. I poisoned his river.
Yeah, you're,
Anyway,
you're a terrible person.
Millions of people are dead because of us.
Because of you, yeah.
Go ahead.
You should just take that vibroblade, and cut your own fucking head off.
Yeah, and just fucking end this whole story right
Just
now.
end it, yeah. It would be anticlimactic, but it would be like, once again, the Olympic athlete that gets hit by a meteor when he's running to train for his big event.
All right, so I'm galloping on this thing. Do I know? I don't even. Do I know how to control this fucking thing, or just this?
You don't really know how to control it, so it's kind of just running towards the rocks.
All right, so I try and steer it a little bit.
So you grab the reins and you're trying to steer it, and you're okay, but it's whinnying, and it seems a little bit like spooked, you know. And he's running behind you. You can see him moving as quick as he can, which is, you know.
I mean, he's tall.
He's tall,
so he
and
might
he's got
be kind of
thick,
quick.
stumpy legs, so he doesn't sink in the sand the way that when you were walking, you're kind of sinking in the sand. Same thing for the horse. It's kind of bigger, stumpier feet, so it's able to gallop across the top of the sand as opposed to sinking.
Right.
And so you're making good distance, and you're about halfway there, and he's running, and behind you, you can see the crystal lighting up more and more and more as he drives it in the sand, and he continues to pull himself along. And then make a spot check.
Yes,
It's the first roll of the game. Yes, first roll of the game.
Here we go.
9 plus what?
9 plus 7.
Okay, and in the distance, you can
Pretty sure it's a
see,
7.
you start to see this part of the rock
Yes,
that
7
is
spot.
is like bubbling up, like something is moving just underneath the soil and creating this path of like the soil being knocked up underneath it, and it's just in a straight beeline behind Batu. It's probably about 30 feet behind him, and you can see it just kind of starting to move towards him. Where like the sand is like almost like being knocked up from underneath.
Right.
And you can see like this little snail path of this thing creeping its way towards him.
Okay.
Very quickly.
Batu, run faster.
So he's running. You're riding.
I'm clear of this thing, right? I'm just watching him.
You've got a little ways to go, but
no, but I mean, I'm ahead of him.
You're ahead of
It's gonna eat him
It's
first.
gonna hit him first. Oh yeah, he's gonna die right in front of your eyes.
I can't wait.
Okay. So you can
And I'll
see
be in the desert with this lizard fucking
closing, and you're riding fast. You're getting closer. You're probably about 30 or 40 feet away when you see whatever it is come out of the ground near Batu and go through the air, and essentially it's this rocky shark-like creature that bursts from the ground with a mouth full of these jagged teeth and just clamp down on the ground next to him and drive in and just miss him as he kind of rolls off to the side. And he gets up and he keeps running towards you. And
I pull out my charged pistol.
okay, so the horse gets to the rock and stops, and you turn around.
Yeah, I pull out my charged pistol and now I'm aiming behind him. I'm trying to track that little mound.
Okay.
So if it comes out again, I'll try and take a shot at it.
Okay. So it turns around, and you can see it go down, like the little bulge of sand, then it goes down to where you can't see it anymore.
Okay, so am I up on the rock? I climb up on the rocks a little bit.
So so the horse walks onto the lower parts of the rocks, and you jump.
The
on
horse knows to do that. Hopefully,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Instinctually, just get away from
getting
the
on the
sand,
fucking
yeah.
rocks.
And you turn and you pull out the charged pistol and you point it in that direction. And Batu is probably a good maybe 60 or 70 feet away, moving as quick as he can to get close to you.
Okay. Hey, run, Batu. You're gonna get eaten by a worm. You're gonna tack on to my fucking horror story.
Way to guilt trip the guy. He's trying to fucking survive. You're making it about you.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways, I'm kidding.
I know.
So he continues to move, and he's closing the distance, 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet. And then you see, once again, off to one side, that mound start to come up in the sand, and it's making a line. Now, this time to his left, and he really doesn't have good visual on it. And he's maybe about 40 feet away from you now, as you see this line starting to intersect with him as he moves towards where you are on the rocks.
Okay, I'm just tracking this thing with my charge pistol.
Okay, so you got the charge pistol.
And there's not much else I could do. I'm up on the rock already,
Yep.
right?
Yep, and he's 40
And the
feet.
horse is up on the rock.
And the horse is on the rock, yeah.
So I'm just tracking it. So that way, if it starts, as soon as I see it crest or break the sand. Well, you know what? Do I see a lump of sand?
Yep.
I'm going to shoot at a lump of sand.
All right, make a roll. It's a DC of 18. That's an 8. Plus what? For firearms.
My firearms is a ranged 5.
Okay.
5, sorry. I wasn't off mic.
So that's a 13. So you
I missed.
shoot a couple shots and you miss the mound. Even you can't even hit the mound as it's getting closer to him. And it busts out of the sand again, and he rolls off to the side, and it is very close, but it misses him again and dives back under the ground. And it's huge. I mean, if it were anything, think of a megalodon shark made out of some kind of quasi like shark flesh and like rocky protrusions around it. And then it dives back into the ground again, and you can see it push the ground away.
Yeah, I mean, I'm shooting this thing with a charge pistol. It's not even going to fucking do anything to something like that.
But
I mean, at least maybe it'll divert it. So, can I take another shot at it? Well, do I see the mound again, or is it
the
underneath?
mound disappears again, and you can see that it looks like it's circling back around, but you can't really tell which way it's circling because it went deep.
Okay, so, I'm gonna wait till if I see a mound, I'll shoot at it. But otherwise, I'm not shooting at it. Anyway.
Okay. So Batu is probably about 15 feet away from you, and you can see once again on the other side again. Once again from the left, it pops back up again, and you can see the mound moving towards Batu. And he is 15 feet away. He's 10 feet away. He's 5 feet away, and you can see it starting to crest the ground again to make another.
So I gotta take another shot.
Okay, roll.
Same exact roll.
So you shoot another burst. It hits the
13.
ground. It doesn't really penetrate the ground, and he makes another jump at Batu as he's very, very close to the rocks in front of you. And he rolls another bad roll. So once again, he jumps out, and he kind of clips Batu's side, and his thick hide protects him as he rolls off, and he just keeps rolling until eventually he's on the rock in front of you, and his huge form is kind of laying on the rock next to the horse, and he's just breathing heavy.
So I pull him up on the rock.
All right, so you use your strength. You're pretty strong, and you help him up. And he's got a lot of weight to him, but you pretty easily grab him and help him up. And he's like, "Thank you. Thank you, my friend." He puts his hand on your shoulder. "We must be more careful in the wastelands. The more I'm not used to this much speaking, and it attracts unwanted attention."
Oh, so we should be quiet?
Well, they sense vibration, and sometimes vocalization can draw their attention.
Okay. All right. So I'll shut up. You have to tell me twice. I mean, we're only a day away, right?
We're close, but I think we might have to stay here for a bit and camp again and move on to the next location in the morning.
Okay. That makes sense. So,
Okay. So you go back to the lizard thing, and he starts to unpack again and set up the tarp and sets up his little camp sterno, torch thing, and you guys
brew up some Darjeeling this time?
Yeah, it's like, yes, I have some ginger flakes, and he pulls something out of a pouch and puts it over the tea.
I hand him an MRE.
Yeah, so you break everything up, and you camp, and once again you spend another night, and he's a little bit quieter tonight.
MREs I have left. I think that might have been my last MRE. All right.
And you spend another night there on the rock, and you feel pretty secure with the stone beneath you. And he's like,
Always remember, if you run into these creatures out here, they cannot penetrate the stone the way they do the sand.
Okay. Well, I hope not to be out here again.
Yes.
Batu, to be honest.
okay. So he
Don't
spends
take it personally. Do you live out here, Batu?
I'm out here quite a bit alone.
Why? I mean, I know you help people, but have you done enough?
Someone helped me when I was in dire need, and I feel purpose in helping others.
It may kill you one day.
Smile, and the world smiles with you.
Should we end the show on that note? There's a second half to that quote, isn't it? Something and something alone.
Oh yeah, cry and nobody gives a fuck.
Cry and cry alone. Something like that.
So so you spend another night. I don't know. Are you getting tired? You ready to shut it down?
The world smiles with you.
He just said some corny shit.
Yeah,
so
I'm getting tired and stupid, but
okay. So you spend the night there, a very comfortable night where you sleep. It cools off quickly. You have a little fire, and he has mats to sleep on, and something over your head, and it feels open. It feels airy. You feel the exact opposite of what you felt in Skelt, where you were confined and everything else. And the next morning, you sleep well. You sleep peacefully, which you don't get a lot of. And you wake up, and Batu's packing up again. And he's like,
We're very close. We're a half day's journey to where I need to take you.
Okay. Let's go.
okay. So he packs up and he grabs the reins of the horse, and he's,
Do you want to ride or are you going to walk?
What happens when we get there? I mean, this place I'm going. What going there for? What purpose?
It's safe in the Wastelands. And then you can find out what you are doing next. Or
They
you
have
can
places
stay, you
to
could,
stay.
You
They
could
have.
stay there if you choose. But you must earn your keep. Because the proprietor is a very strict but kind man.
Okay.
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 Let's go.
Okay. So are you riding or walking?
I'll walk.
Okay. So you walk with him, and he's once again, you notice him sticking the.
This horse has it fucking easy.
He does. He's carrying a lot of other shit.
Oh, he's
though.
carrying. He's a
Yeah.
pack mule
Yeah,
almost.
yeah. So you set out again across the desert, and he's a lot quieter on this part of the sojourn, and you're reaching another section of the desert where there's as much rock as there is sand, and you're walking along. You're going up and over dunes, and every time you cross a dune, there's more sand that you could even possibly imagine, and then you wander across that, and then you start to walk up a very large dune, and you crest the top, and as you start to cross the top of it and it starts to level out, you reach this, you start to walk and you feel this nausea, you feel this screeching in your ears, this discomfort. Make a fortitude roll. 11 with a plus whatever your fortitude is, or your fortitude save.
14. So 3. 3. So 14.
All right. So you up ahead of you, you see the air maybe 30 feet ahead of you is like distorted, and you can see that there's almost like the light is being bent, and you hear in your ears this loud noise, and you start to feel overcome a little bit, and you go down to one knee, but he reaches his hand up underneath your arm. He's like, whispers to your ear,
We're very close, my friend. Stay with me. Lean against me if you feel weak.
What's happening? Why do I feel like this?
There are protections here. Stay close to me. Lean on me.
and he steps forward. You guys start stepping forward together, moving up the hill as you're getting closer to this distortion in the light, where the light is bent, where you see literally in the air it's almost like an invisible wall is what it looks like to you. And as you get closer, it's screeching just louder and louder in your ears, and you feel weaker and weaker, and he's dragging you along. You can feel his strength, his power helping you along. And you reach the wall, and he pulls you through with him. He disappears, and you kind of lose him for a second, like almost like he disappears into thin air in front of you, and then you feel yourself being pulled through, and that feeling is like so intense, like that weakness and that loudness, the brightness, all these things. And then all of a sudden you're pulled through on the other side, and as you cross through it, you look out in front of you, and what you see is a hill that continues to go up, but now instead of sand, you see grass. And the temperature seems considerably less. And the wind is blowing, and it's cooler, and you no longer feel all that distortion in your brain, all that chaos.
Not like some sort of like force field of
Something, but it was disabling you, and
like a neurological force
something.
field.
Yes, I would say it was affecting your neurology, and he pulled you through it. Now you're in a completely different climate now.
I'm in a different climate.
Yeah,
Tiny.
literally, like now it doesn't. There's no desert. There's no
I look
sand.
up. Am I in a dome?
Not that you can see, but you can see that distorted field stretch out above your head, and then you kind of lose sight of it. And you walk up the hill, moving up it, and as you crest the hill, you can see fields, and you can see a stream, and you can see figures out in the fields, and then off in the distance you see a very large house, almost. It's like a giant, like a lodge, like a I don't want to say a hotel because it's not like more than maybe 2 floors, but made of wood. And on the front of it, there's a huge porch, and he's pulling you along and pulling the horse along to the porch, walking along. And he turns.
We're very close now, my friend.
What is this place?
This is the Holdfast. This is a safe place.
Is this the place we were trying to get to?
Yes.
And we're going to the house?
Yes, and this is the man who helped me.
Oh, the same man who helped you is this man?
Yes.
And you think he's going to help me?
He helps those who are worthy.
How will you know? How do you know if you're worthy?
That remains to be seen, but I can vouch for you.
He puts a hand on your shoulder kindly.
Okay. Can I just go with him?
So you continue to walk up, and as you get closer to the porch, you can see a few other species of people. Like you can see a regular human, you can see another mutant with like blue skin and horns, and as you walk to the porch, you see an older man stand up, and he has a shock of white hair and a neckerchief around his neck, like a bandana tied around his neck, and in his hand he holds a knife and a piece of wood that he's whittling, and he walks over to the steps and he steps down and he says, "Welcome back, Batu. I see you brought another friend for us." And he says,
Yes, sir.
and he walks you over to the foot of these wooden steps that he's standing at the top of, and the man folds the pocket knife and he puts it in his pocket, and he takes a piece of wood and puts it in his top of his shirt. And he reaches in another pocket and he pulls out a pipe and he starts to stuff some tobacco into it. And he's slowly walking down the steps.
Welcome, my friend.
What is your name?
My name is Meecho.
Meecho.
And he, once again, he pokes his finger into the pipe to pack the tobacco down, and he pulls in and strikes a match and puts the pipe in his mouth. And he says,
My name is Hemingway. Welcome to my Holdfast.
Hemingway.
yes. And he takes a step down and he puts his hand out to you.
Okay. I extend my hand. I shake his hand.
And you shake his hand. It's actually not like shaking hands. You kind of clasp forearms. Let's do like the non-standard, like the wrist shake. And as you're shaking his hand, behind you, you see the big double doors to the lodge open up again. And someone steps out with their arm in a sling. And you can see the inky black skin.
Get out
And
of
the
town.
white hair.
White hair.
And yes. And
Okay, I don't know what this
standing
is.
in the doorway behind Hemingway, you see Gloom,
Get out of
whose
here.
eyes light up as he sees you. And I think that's where we're going to stop tonight.
Ah, cool. Before I can run into Gloom somehow. Very cool.
All right, guys.
All right.
Oh,
What?
Long shot GM says GM's voice is good till he role plays, and then the volume seems to decrease. We got feedback from largest GM world with 17 active players. That was chaos. We got somebody new in the room now. I don't know.
Oh, when you talk, you're lower?
I guess so. Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's good. I don't have the headphones. You're the one wearing the headphones.
I am, but I keep turning. You know, the problem is I'm turning to face you, so I need to bring my mic stand.
Yeah. Well, that's why I feel better standing.
And long shot is basically like, you know, the part that I care about is the part that I can't hear. It's pretty much what he
That
said.
sounds good.
Yeah,
He's
fair.
enjoying the show then.
That's good feedback, long shot. I will fix it.
All right. But listen, we're all back in the same room, and now we have to work out these kinks a little bit. These kinks are easier to work out. I don't have to figure out how to get you into Skype and get Roll20 working at the same exact time.
We may have to do that at some point again. If
We have the mixer. We can add your sound effects and your music, and we can get the mic. Maybe we get like I'm telling you, we should get you just a level yay.
Okay.
And just hook it onto your shirt.
I
Hook
can
it
get-
onto the
I
front of your shirt, and you'll always be spot on.
I should do that. Just lower on dialogue. Yes, fun so far. Okay, good.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, that guy is talking
so
very low.
He says Longshot GM says my octave goes down a bit, but he can still. So I gotta project more.
Well, that guy is speaking very low.
Who?
Oh, who?
Batu is very low voice.
Batu is speaking very
Yes, he's speaking very low.
Yes, he's speaking very
But it's very hard to do that voice louder.
Yes, because then it turns.
Yeah, it turns into something
It
else.
turns into like a very forced.
So maybe you have to really eat the mic. You have to like be touching foam.
Makes sense. Thanks a lot. Long shot. Thank you. Appreciate it. No.
Well,
we really
maybe
need feedback.
maybe
We have to figure it out.
maybe you're low to begin with, because like I'm looking at my levels and I feel like I'm louder than
Well,
you.
which one are you?
Like I'm even clipping on the. See me clipping over here?
Carry on my wayward son. That's about the same as you are, man.
No, I don't think so. I think I'm still louder.
Don't you cry no.
Because remember, you have a
more.
gain here.
Oh shit! I didn't even touch the gain.
Yeah, my gain is higher than yours, dude.
You got more gain, bro.
There you go. Now talk.
Your gain is
How's that, long shot?
long shot.
Long shot? Is that his name?
Do you like long shot from the comics? Is that what you say, long shot? Do you prefer long shot from Mojo World or Shatterstar?
Shatterstar. What the fuck? What are you talking?
Shatterstar's.
Who's that?
It's like a long shot's tougher cousin.
Oh,
Voice.
your
the voice.
gain is down,
Oh,
dude.
He wants me to do
I thought
the
you had
voice. Hello, my name is Bud.
You know what? I think it is better.
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing headphones.
Comic X. Yeah, he likes long shot from the X-Men. I knew it.
All right, there you go.
Yeah, he says it's bad. Thanks, long shot. Don't let the kids touch the mixer.
Is that what he said? He knows about our kids touching the
No,
mixer?
I'm saying
Oh, I was gonna say that's pretty cool if Long Shot knows about our freaking
That's-
meddling kids.
that's creepy. Actually, if you knew about that, it's like Daddy Dobby.
Who?
Some person tried to friend my son.
Oh yeah.
No futzing.
Yeah, when someone tries to friend your son and they have daddy in their name,
Yeah,
You gotta worry about
I was
that.
all over the dude.
yeah, you got to put a stop to that.
No futzing. Mark says stop futzing. Tell the boys to stop futzing.
Who's futzing? Oh, with the
Well, he's talking about us more. We're futzers.
That's
That's why we couldn't get
with
started.
the level?
There's a lot of futzing.
No, but you and I don't think we're at the same level.
We moved this table 47 times, Mark, just so you know, before we got
Oh my
on.
God.
It was moved like, seriously, he goes, can we put it on the roof and nail it up? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Well, this is the same mic stand that I was using when we were pre-COVID. This is the pre-COVID mic stand. It was just that it was the other way. It was horizontal.
Oh, yeah. This
And
is
then- so
also
now I
my-
said, let's make it vertical, and I can just stand up.
Yeah.
And now we just got to do something about. We need a better camera and better lights and a better backdrop But we are in a bunker, for crying out loud. So I mean, it's all things considered.
Longshot said his first RPG was a Trek admiral named Longshot. So that was 1983. So it kept Longshot and GM for Game Master. Nice.
Yeah, cool.
Makes sense. You know, you find something. You know, one of my first characters was Shadowshade, so I'm like, everything for me is Shadowshade. That was like my favorite character, and of course I used it for every game I could possibly use it for.
Listen, so Meecho can potentially make his way into other games. Is that what you're saying?
But I like the fact that you named. See, I know why you named him Meecho Gaiman. I mean, like to think I know why.
Oh, it's obvious why I did. That was from the show itself.
Yeah, because those were two of our jokes in the beginning. We made fun of Michio Kaku.
Michio Kaku, you mispronouncing him,
Yep.
and we're mispronouncing Neil Gaiman.
Gaiman.
Yes, it's Gaiman.
So is it Micho Gaiman?
It says Micho Gaiman, yeah, not Micho Gaiman.
All right, I'm gonna call him Micho Gaiman.
Well, it's spelled Gayman, gay man,
Yep.
Gaiman.
Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna Discord because I gotta let Nick go to bed.
Well, now Joe, I have to kick him out of my
Pretty much,
bunker.
yeah. He can't get me out of here. I brought my pipe. We're gonna smoke a pipe.
We are?
I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
kidding. You don't have to if you don't want to.
I don't even know if I have.
I'll just smoke it at home alone, I guess.
Oh no! I'll puff a
sorry.
pike with you.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
Batu and a cup of tea,
I want a cup
a spot of tea,
and
and
a spot of Earl Grey.
Yeah, no. So we'll talk about getting back on track for watch-alongs, guys. I got a couple things I want to watch with you guys. We'll get back on the alternate Fridays with watch.
yeah, maybe or even during the week or something. And
Yeah,
maybe
maybe.
I try and jump on with you guys, and catch a movie.
Yeah, let's pick a day. Let's just communicate over Twitter.
Twitter's a lousy place to communicate, isn't it?
It's a shithole. Twitter
Is a shithole,
It's
man.
terrible, terrible. So of the social medias, I want to think it's like.
No, I can't stand
It's like-
fucking Twitter, man.
Where does it go though? Is like Instagram, Twitter,
I don't like any of them.
Reddit. Where's Reddit? Reddit is
Reddit
it's a
is
shithole too. Come on,
Yeah.
dude. Reddit's a shithole too.
I hate to say it, but I mean, at least Reddit, you have like these little vestiges with that you could escape to. Twitter, there's just no escape.
Longshot says can and a string is the best social media. I would agree. Yeah, just a can and a string.
Oh, can in a string. I
Yeah.
thought it was a fucking website.
I know. I like that.
You know what?
Let's make that.
Let's make it.
Canandstring.com.
Yeah, you know, it is. Hurry up and register that. Longshot.
So-
That's a fucking.
No,
that's
no.
a great.
Nick, hurry up and register that before Longshot does.
No,
We're trying to retire here, dude. Come on.
no, I mean it's a great idea. He should do it. Can in a string.
Canandstring.
Canandstring.com.
Canandstring.com. It's the next Zoom.
Yeah. Fuck no.
Futzing.com.
No.
I
Canandstring.com.
want to create
is
an app
great.
called Futzing.
Well, you know, I tried to register Beer Abbey. It's taken.
Oh shit! Those motherfuckers.
We were gonna do drunk Dear Abby answers,
Yeah, just
and we were gonna call it Beer Abbey.
Dear Abby. Yeah. So you get drunk, and then you just answer someone's advice
Ah,
questions.
fuck that bitch.
Yeah, tell that motherfucker to go fuck herself. And
But it's fucking taken. And what sucks about it is they squat on these fucking websites, so you can't even like. If you went to beerabbey.com, there's like fucking nothing there.
what if he changed it to Dear Abby, DEER Abby, and then it's just about like a hunter giving his perspective on things?
No, Beer Abbey was the fucking bomb. That was a fucking drunken Christmas party idea.
What about Steer Abby? It's just like a guy from Texas giving his perspective on things.
I registered other versions of like all the misspellings of Abby
Okay.
and beer
What about
I
Bear? What about
registered them.
Bear Abbey.
because I thought maybe we would do it anyway.
Okay.
But I don't know.
What if we called it not beerabbey.com?
No.
What if we registered not beerabbey.com?
No.
It's almost like Beer Abbey.
Nah, that's cheesy.
What if we tried to negotiate to get the name back?
We should just but that's what you got to do. We have to.
Yeah, but he's gonna want.
But he's
something
gonna want like
else.
10 grand or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. some
Screw
stupid,
him.
like it's a
Yeah.
fucking stupid name. Come on, dude.
And then there's the question of whether or not we'd get sued.
What about Queer Abbey?
But what's funny about it? There's
I
nothing
don't
funny
know.
about that.
I don't know
though.
what the angle is.
Beer Abbey's funny.
No, beer. We could do Beer Abbey. We can't really do Queer Abbey.
Yeah, I mean, you can do Queer Abbey.
I mean,
but
somebody-
again, but it's not as funny as Beer Abbey. Because Beer Abbey would be like this.
What about like Jeer?
Not that
Abbey?
this is funny,
So
but
I thought it was kind of funny.
no. What
No.
what were you gonna say?
Jeer Abbey.
Oh God.
Smear Abbey.
Smear Abbey.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find something
Fuck
fucking
no.
alternative that fits, but it doesn't.
I'll look it up. I'll tell you which ones that I registered. I registered a couple.
Well, what if we?
Because I don't know what's wrong with my brain.
Aren't there other ones that like? Isn't there like a Dear Heloise? Isn't there other Dear Abbey like things?
Heloise, like Eloise, the
Heloise. That's what he said.
Eloise or Heloise?
Heloise. It's with an H.
Who's Heloise?
She's all like the.
Eloise
fake,
is the little girl that lives in the Waldorf Astoria, isn't she?
Take me to the Waldorf Astoria. Sorry, that's coming to America.
Which is going to be
I was
released on Amazon Prime.
I was actually across from the Waldorf Astoria today, and it's a fucking disaster. It's boarded up, dude. Do you know that?
Yeah.
The Chinese bought it.
It's fucking boarded up
Yep, and it's empty.
and it's empty.
Yep.
And there's like New York City's
Yep. And there's no
Fucking
African
mess.
princes or kings living in it. There's none.
It's a fucking mess, New York City.
She's your queen to be. Do you remember that from
Yeah, yes, I
It's
do.
terrible. Come on, dude.
I do remember
You
that.
don't like that.
No, I just
You didn't
wasn't.
like
It
my
was very
falsetto?
unexpected. What was that? Did you hear that? Sometimes it gets spooky in the bunker. Sometimes it's like.
Yeah, I have to leave.
Sometimes it's like a noise.
I have to leave. It's dark outside when I leave.
It's very fucking dark.
It is, I know. I'm just waiting for somebody to just tap me on the shoulder and go, "It's your time."
Hey,
Maybe tonight's the night.
maybe. Could be.
Eloise,
All right.
yes. G Market's Eloise. Sunday night what? Sunday night sex with
See, you're off
Dude.
mic. You're off mic.
Sunday night sex
There
with,
you go.
with dude.com. I'm afraid to click that, Joe.
Sunday night sex with Dew?
Beer and sex.
Beer and sex.
Hold on. Longshot put something here. Beer and sex Drew Westheimer. Dr. Ruth, sorry. Beer and sex Dr. Ruth Westheimer. It's all together. It's hard for me to see what it's.
Oh, are these the sites that they're registering?
Drunk calls Abby. I think they're registering all these sites.
They're registering on the sites. Drunk calls
G-Mark-
Abby.
G-Mark thinks there's a ghost in the bunker.
Oh,
Dr.
there
Ruth-
definitely is. That was a weird sound.
I want to get a website that's called drruthisagoer.com.
Dr. Ruth is a goer.
Yes.
I think she's ready to go all the
Does she
time.
take lots of photographs? Lots of naughty
And
photographs?
then maybe probably.
Probably. Is she a
It's
goer?
healthy.
Is she a goer? Eh?
Yeah.
Is she a goer? Does she go? Does she go? What's it like? What's it like?
Say no more. Say no more.
Say no more. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Wink and nudge is the same between two blind bats, is what I say always.
You know, by the way, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. It was on TV. I don't remember which channel it was.
Yep.
It might have been HBO.
Yep.
Fish Called Wanda was on.
Oh,
Fucking show.
I haven't
That
seen it.
movie is fucking brilliant.
Kevin Kline was unbelievable on that one too.
The-
And John
the-
Cleese.
John Cleese. Kevin Kline was amazing in that movie. John Cleese was amazing in that movie. And Michael Palin
yeah.
was amazing in
Yeah.
that movie.
Yeah.
And what I loved about it
It's
is
Jamie
that
Lee Curtis's tits.
Jamie Lee Curtis was also amazing in that movie. But the whole movie, the two Monty Python guys
Yes.
are never together
Yes.
except for one scene. And it is brilliant.
Yes.
Sing it. Sing it, sing it, and it's the car. That's the only scene the two of them are together. Well, that's not. Well, no, the rest of the movie they're together. That's the first time they're together, which is the last 10 minutes of the movie, and it is unbelievable.
But do you believe the funny thing about that is? Do you feel like the entire movie was written to build
that moment.
to that moment?
Yes. That's what I felt like.
And the rest of it was just ad
I felt like it was. Which would be typical Monty Python.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It was like this whole thing built up to this moment where these two guys are in the room, and you feel like that. The director was like, "All right, just go,"
Yeah. Oh, well,
Just go.
yeah, of course.
and they just went, and it was just fucking hilarious. I love the two of those.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
The car.
The car. The car.
No hurry. No hurry.
It's great. You know, I haven't watched it in forever. I feel like I have to watch it now.
Yeah, the movie is great.
Let's see.
How did I know?
Dr.
Someone was
Ruth.
going to rob their own house.
Yeah.
Beating them.
By the way, long shot. Dr. Ruth is still alive.
Long shot. Dr. Ruth is a what? The website?
No, long shot. The guy who's in our chat room. Long
Oh.
shot.
Long shot. Dr. Ruth. I
GM.
thought was a website. Go ahead.
No, he was saying Dr. Ruth. He was talking about. We're talking about Dr. Ruth.
Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
And he said, "Is she still alive?" And she actually, yes, she is still alive.
She's like,
92.
when is she,
She's
90?
still horny as hell too. By the way, she's
That's
like
the word on the street.
DTF for sure. Yeah,
Was she 90?
90.
90 something at least.
Yeah, she's a dry hole.
Oh, God. God damn it.
She's 92.
That wasn't
and she's still-
necessary.
Well,
You could have, we could
They
have,
make all kinds of
we could have just, that wasn't necessary.
you wanted to take the high road.
Well, no, I mean, we didn't need to hear that.
She's your queen to be, a vision of happiness.
On Amazon Prime, coming to America too, right?
Is it really?
We're getting too
oh,
close.
that's right. Yes.
They might do it Amazon Prime,
Amazon Prime. Okay, that would be interesting.
which means we could Twitch it.
Oh, that's not. Well, yeah, but we can't for Joe because Joe's in Canada, the Communist Republic of Canada, where you can't Twitch anything with Prime. Sorry, Joe.
Well, yeah, or I guess it's U.S. only, though, isn't it? So it's not just Canada.
Yeah, no, it's U.S. only, so you can't go outside. Yeah, Mexico is no good. Europe is probably not.
Greedy fucking studios.
I'll tell you something funny though. So once again, I've been doing a lot of shit with China in the wee hours of the morning because I hate them. But and so we play YouTube videos, and they were playing YouTube videos. So one of the guys in India goes, "Oh, play the new Jackie Chan movie."
Wait, time out a second.
Okay, so go ahead.
Time out. In China, they don't play YouTube.
They do play YouTube.
It's
in China.
Chinese YouTube.
It is Chinese
It's
YouTube.
not YouTube.
But it's so I can't.
They have their own YouTube, right?
I'm sure it's a government controlled YouTube.
It's
But it's
government-controlled
standard YouTube. No, it's YouTube.
But it's government control.
So, well,
It's YouTube behind the firewall.
So they could be getting to it a certain way because of the way we're handling
No,
China.
they would be fucked.
Well,
They'd all be in the Chinese murder vans.
Nah, maybe if you make enough money if you make money for China, I don't know. So
If you make enough money for China, you could go to regular YouTube. I doubt it.
so they played YouTube. It was regular YouTube.
It looked like regular YouTube.
do you
to
know
Google's very good at what
you
they do.
do know we have Google in China, right?
Yes,
I have
but
Google working in China, right? YouTube is Google.
Right. I know YouTube is Google. I know Google works in China, but I'm saying that they are different versions of the software.
Maybe I'm sure they can't get.
No, they are not. Maybe definitely.
They can't get to everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you search, for instance, if you search Tiananmen Square in China in Google, you're not getting results.
That's a song by Art Garfunkel and Paul Simon.
Right, you're just not getting results. So that means it's not the same Google.
Yes.
And so it's not the same YouTube.
Okay, so I play my MSR cooking videos,
ASMR.
AMSR,
ASMR.
SMAR.
This is what you did on a Chinese.
Well, we have to run video, and I don't want to run something that's controversial because it's China. So
what do you mean? You were testing the?
We were testing video devices. Yeah. So
So you were running ASMR.
Running a full. Well, it was just a guy cooking.
You should run Ephemeral Rift. You'd like him.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up.
He's got some good SCP stuff.
So, Nick, you're completely off screen, and there's actually a point where we were both completely off screen.
Oh shit!
Thanks, Mark. Yep, it was just like two. It was like
that must have been weird. I was like a disembodied voice.
It was 14 minutes of a Wayne Gretzky poster.
Meanwhile, back at the base.
But it was 15 minutes of a Wayne Gretzky poster talking to a guitar amp. That's what it was.
I know.
Because I did this, and you did that, and it was like, so I'm a Wayne Gretzky poster. Yeah, well, I'm a motherfucking guitar amp, bitch.
Somebody plug me in.
Yeah, that's right.
Where's the fucking guitar? I'm sitting here by myself with a bucket.
Did I ever tell you that I went to where I thought the puck was going to be? That's why I was great. I went to where
Listen. Stop making fun of fucking Wayne Gretzky. Don't make me come over there.
Look, I'm wearing little shorts with my
This
white
was
pants.
his final game, and this was the ticket to his final game.
You do know, though, like, you getting...
Which I'm sure... I mean, Joe's got a pit in his stomach that this fucking final game and final ticket was in freaking New York City of all places.
But here's what I'm...
On a fucking lousy fucking team.
Yeah, because
that team was a piece of shit team. And if I'm not mistaken, he got 2 assists in that game.
Yeah, you got Wayne Gretzky, before or after the Kings did?
What?
Did you get Gretzky before or after the Kings?
You're not serious, are you?
He played for the Kings.
Yeah, but you're obviously not serious. Of course, way after the Kings.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you getting Gretzky was like...
We're the last team to get
It was
him.
like Jordan playing for the Wizards.
Right.
It was like Joe Montana playing for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right.
It was like...
It was a complete waste of...
yes.
It's a complete waste of
it was
talent.
like Brett Favre playing for, where did he go? Denver or something. Where did he play for?
Did he play somewhere else?
He played one other...
I don't even know.
I don't know. I fucking hate Brett Favre. But
Oh,
anyways.
it's like Tom Brady playing for the Buccaneers.
Oh, fuck you, you motherfucking cocksucker. You know what?
Isn't that? I mean,
that's the end of the show.
You left yourself wide open for that.
You fucker.
It's exactly the same thing.
You know what? I'll take the championship. I don't fucking care. I'll take the trophy. Just get me there.
So the poor bastard.
You know
was,
what? Just don't forget that it's fucking 4th down and down the fucking ball. You got.
He played.
It's like Mariano
He
Rivera.
played one
pitching.
season with Messier on the Rangers.
It's like Mariano Rivera pitching for the Red Sox. No, that's terrible.
No, that didn't
I'm trying
happen.
to think of another Yankee player that went. It's like Johnny Damon finishing his career with the Yankees.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah. Oh no. Okay, so worse.
Sometimes it works out though.
Johnny
Wade Boggs.
Damon, but Wade Boggs was embarrassing on the back of the fucking horse. Come on, dude.
Well, at the end, the last year or two, but when we had him, he had some good at bats and some of those
and he still finished his
championship
career
games.
with the Devil Rays.
That's true. He didn't finish with the Yankees.
He didn't finish with the Yankees. He won his World Series and then the Rays paid him some ridiculous price to get some people down there to watch him do shit, whatever.
And now they're fucking winning games like crazy.
Oh, I fucking hate the Rays. It's funny that my dad is a Rays fan. He's a Tampa fan, which is why I'm a Tampa fan. And so, but I'm a Yankee fan. So he didn't talk to me he's like, I didn't call you right after the game because I figured you didn't want to talk about it. And so he said,
of course not.
So I'm like, I'm like, we were beating you. And then, our expensive closer, who's a freaking monster, like the Hulk throwing fastballs, like blew it for us. But, yeah, and I said, he said, I said, and I'll be honest with you, I think your team is a bunch of fucking punks. My dad got really defensive. He's like, well, Boone said this and Boone said that, and he said we're the baby. I go, you know what, your team are a bunch of fucking assholes. I'm sorry. I go, I'm happy for you. I think your team are dickheads. And he didn't want to hear. My dad didn't want to hear any part of it. He was like, shut the fuck up.
Are they how are they doing against the Astros? I don't even know.
I think the Astros pulled off something last minute the other night, but they're playing very well.
No, but what's the series? Is two?
I think it's 3-2 Rays.
3-2 Rays.
Yeah.
I think the Rays are going to win it all. I mean, the fucking lineup and the starting line, the pitches, the bullpen, the closer.
Here's what I'm
the
going to say.
fucking lineup.
No, and they're fired up. But here's what I'll say: the Rays will win it all if they play the Dodgers. and you're gonna say I'm fucking crazy, but I think
No.
they match up better against the Dodgers than the Braves because the Braves are the National League Rays. They're a very
Yes.
scrappy team too. I think that's a better series, Rays and Braves, and I think probably half of our people are Scooby. Where are you? What the fuck? Rich can do satellite viewing. Scooby, where are you? Long shot's crazy. I don't know what he's talking about. I probably missed his comment because of the chat sucks, but. Anyway, so yeah, but anyways, yeah, I think the Rays and the Braves would be a great series. I don't know that the Rays run away with it because I think they're both very similar teams. I think if they play the Dodgers, I think the Rays will win it all.
Yeah.
I want the Dodgers to win, especially because the Astros cheated, and I think they got cheated out of a World Series.
Yeah, fuck the Astros.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah, I can't even believe they're winning.
All right, folks.
All right, guys.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yep. Thanks for
I think it was kind of fun.
I think it was fun, and it was like a bit of both shows at once. I think.
Yeah, it was the old show a little bit.
Yeah.
And the role playing was nice to get back to it.
Yeah.
And was it doomsdaydoopydoo@gmail.com and
Yep. Or
on
look
Twitter?
at our Twitter. Twitter's at Doomsday Doopy.
Yeah, let's get Twitter and let's freaking watch a movie or something.
Yep. And then the Shadow.
I gotta get time to freaking sit. Did you see the pile of rocks outside?
I didn't see that, but I hear you've been. Yeah. It's like
There's 4 tons of rocks outside.
It's like Leavenworth outside. Everybody. He's like making big rocks into little rocks.
All right. Well,
But on that note,
tell a friend.
also, yeah, tell a friend, tell 2 friends, give us a 5-star rating and write a terrible review, or give us 1 star and write a great review. Nick hates it when I say that, but
Yes.
I still like saying it. And wasabi peas, bitches.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, good.
Yes, very good, my friend.
Yes.
You're doing a voice. That was a good voice. Good night, guys.
Good night, Mark.
Good night, Mark.
And
Good night, Joe. Good night, Long Shot.
Long shot.
Long Shot. Didn't we have another guy?
Is there anybody else? There's somebody else. And any lurkers.
I can't see on my phone. My phone's dying. Good night, Mary Ellen.
Good night, John Boy.
I hope everybody had fun. I enjoyed it, as always, hanging out with you guys. We'll do it again. Good night. Whoops. Hold on. What the fuck? Am I stopped? I can't hit stop streaming.
What are you doing, dude?
I can't hit it. It's so tiny.
Use the mouse. There's a mouse over there.
Oh, shit.
Stop streaming. There you go.
Studio mode.
Good night.
Good night.
See ya.